That's right, no more double eliminations. That means if your player loses one more set, they are out completely. But fortunately for them, best of 5 means there's a little bit more margin for error. You have to win best 3 games out of a set of 5. So we'll be seeing a lot more adaptations as well as those niche strategic picks that people really like seeing in a longer set in this Lunatic format.
Oh yes, Lunatic Game 5. No, let's talk about it when we get there. I'm pretty sure with this roster, I think we'll get some of that. Finals, best of 7. And overview, yeah, schedule. We still have 4 more weeks, or 3 weeks. Actually, the first time we have today and the day after, guys. So we actually have a broadcast tomorrow at the same time. We go through the first half of round robin today, round of 16 today, and then round of 16 tomorrow. The later 8 players. Same price for $15,000 USD for the champion, 10,000 second place, 2.5. If you win today, you're at least guaranteed $1,000. So let's see which players and the winning. Top 2 players, free ticket to E7WC 26, round of 16. Another big prize for the top 2 players. Now let's talk about the top 10 heroes. These are E7 Masters 26 data only. Hey, Car 6, not Yuha, Lady of the Scales, Band Protection Renog. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, gee, there's a lot of very, very interesting info here. Characters coming prize of a lot of this shit. I won't go too far into it because we're going to talk about it all day. I might be taking a slight hit in pick priority because we have units like Salome who could copy these, but I'm excited to see unfolds.
Yes, even though we lost a bit part of you because of some connection issues, but I understand exactly what you were trying to say.
Great, I'm glad it is.
Yeah, hopefully we have you back fully by the time we actually get to the matches. We have
hello Asmoy, how's it going?
Picks, and we call them hot picks.
Is the audio bugging?
Lady
hopefully it's okay. Let me see. Is anybody else having any issues?
Is this okay?
I would say this is pretty normal. Not that it's okay competitively. In a competitive game, I think in a perfect world, all characters should be 50-50, 50% win, 50% loss.
No,
but
that's definitely
a good player. Lady of the Scales
definitely not how
just
that works.
a little bit too overbearing. She could play high tempo. You could use her to play cleave, and also we've seen times where she's combined with that Ruel of light pick, and players are slowing down with her playing a very mean Hand of Tank down. So a very versatile pick, and with Ivana coming out, I'm sure she's going to see a downtick in terms of success, but this is definitely expected result gaming as far as we've seen.
Yeah, these 3 breaking the rules a little bit, lots of bending. The most picked heroes are actually like Arunka, Yuha. They have actually lower than 50%.
Arunka.
So
Estelle's going to be used a lot. Salome is also pretty good.
Heroes kicking Estelle, and her artifact is also allowed. Salome will also be allowed, and very likely we will see both of them, right, Car?
Yeah, gee, they're both so good. Estelle, especially for an RGB unit, very, very strong in takedown. She has a few weaknesses, but my God, I think she surprised a lot of people in how good she is in the game. And Salome, oh man, like, this is a unit that if the better you are as a player, the more she will pop off.
Oh man.
Exactly.
Let's pick 300 speed Salome.
I think for Salome, at lower ranks, she's actually sporting a bit of a lower win rate, something like 44-45%. But if you watch the legend players and the high rank games, I mean, her performance is out of this world. Definitely a skill character for sure.
Okay, we'll keep on tracking those win rates on those 2 new heroes. And on top, we got Balance Patch. And who's that on the left? We'll see a lot of this guy called Arvir Vildred is back from the graves. I mean, he was never down in the graves after the EE patch, but now he's like fully awake. It's like the back of those original Hwayoung days. You just pick him and see where the rest goes.
Yeah, before Hua, this guy was the #1 bad boy, right? He was the evil of the game, or if you didn't have him, you just lost. Now his S1 is going to transfer debuffs.
Before what?
He crits and ignores ER. He has more damage, more survivability. The evasion starts when the battle starts. Gee, I can't even begin to start with how good this guy has gotten in glow up.
Yes, and not just him. Yeah, Lydic also getting a significant buff, right, Valky?
That's right. For a while, she was actually the meta cleave opener for a
You,
little bit. But
okay,
characters
interesting. The more interesting thing. Do you see this thing around like Pirate Captain Flan? This thing on her eye. I think this is a thing that bugs out when you start doing like the viewer thing. If you sometimes when you stop it on the very first frame, every single effect overlaps, and you end up seeing stuff like this. So that's why she has like a little black eye. I think it's kind of funny.
push. So it's really good for faster players looking to bully slower players, and you take all of their reactive ways to fight back.
Or
She's
Fairy
very
Tail
disgusting
Tenebria.
pick if you find yourself against her and you don't have any ways to get rid of those pesky debuffs.
Yes, getting those, stripping those buffs away, that's a huge buff for Lidica. And we'll talk about more about the balance patch later. C-Dom challenges Dominion. Maybe the balance team saw E7 Masters and
I don't remember when RV was broken. It's been too long, man. It's been years.
Try to tweak her a little bit and try to see if she can actually work. I think that was more for PvE, if I remember correctly. But that's about it for the overview and all that. We're back, which means the other way.
E7 with Salome. Salami.
Emoji, guys. It's a brand new emoji. Salome.
Why am I typing this out? I have this.
Pick it up. It's E7 Underdash with Salome. Good. You like it?
We should be getting more drops later too. It's just this for now.
Everyone already busy.
Okay, there's two.
This is actually
there's one more.
E7 Masters. Hashtag.
Okay, I'll just post it both together.
Oh, yesterday I called that a sharp, and then they were like, "Oh, you're an unk now." Calling that a sharp. It's hashtag.
You're a music guy.
I'm
yeah,
a
pin
you
message.
Call it,
I call it
definitely an unk.
Yeah, I call it. I still call it sharp. Hashtag. And then you got a third. Bam! We got the drops. Oh. Hey, one charm? Are we missing something? I think we're missing like a few, like more charms, more.
There's also drops.
Okay. But we got on top of drops. That gone, and then
There's also
guys, we got one more,
drops.
and this might
Oops,
be a
gotta
little
beat
bit
that.
of a
Let's
surprise
pause
if you
this.
haven't checked back in game within the last few days. God of Battles Coliseum. This is if you go to Season tab, it's right there. It looks like a really.
Okay, that scared me. I thought I was supposed to be done with that already, but it's after. It's after. It's in 2 weeks. Okay. That scared me.
The glorious Coliseum. You get something from.
Oh, look, as I've.
In mail, and then you get to have these tickets, and depending on how many tickets you have, on May 30th, at the E7 Masters final date, we will actually draw the winners, like physically draw the winners out.
Physically? G-Clef will do it live
Stove.
on stream.
It's always on Stove, guys. Don't forget, Stove is the official website. Please check everything on Stove, because everything is there, technically. And you just have to check in on Stove. First place, 30,000 Sky Stones. Ooh. And I thought it was a distribution of 30,000, but that's not all. Second place is 20,000. And I believe the third place was also 10,000. I might be wrong on that one, but it's like 30,000, 20,000 guys. You better play this. And this one, I played it a couple times, and I already lost against. No,
G-Club, he can't lose against the AI, man.
In level 4 or something. And it's actually really good. It's actually really good. It's
I mean, the AI, I believe, is trained off of actual player data.
Oh,
so
is it?
I think for the new players, you'd be getting a lot of valuable actual competitive practice. And even if you don't have a lot of characters, I do believe the mode gives you something like 90 support characters.
Yeah, the support characters are all geared like garbage, though. They're not very good.
And get your reps in.
Yeah, you can toggle those on.
Trying out new characters you don't have is great fun.
Yeah, make sure to go. It's like a really good sense for the beginners to try and rank up. It gives you a feeling of ranking up to another tier. It's really fun. Go ahead and try. You actually don't have that much time, only a little bit of time. I believe a week and a week, if I recall correctly, from in game. So please try this out because you're also going in, putting yourself in the raffle as well. So that's that. Thank you. Finals event. We talked about it a little bit.
Ooh, I got
don't want
MVP.
any of you, especially those of you watching live and VOD, to miss on the chance of 30,000.
Why did I get MVP?
Because a lot of crazy heroes are coming out in the
That makes no sense.
as well. And a very good solution against Lady of the Scales just might be coming up soon.
In the end, yeah.
Yes, Ivana seems like a really cool kit. RNL also coming soon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, too many things are happening in Epic 7. It's kind of crazy. That's about everything before we actually go into the matchup. Let's see. Now, the matchup time, our first matchup is this. Oh, tournament tree first. Alibi versus Richard.
I got Guild War
Light
MVP
versus
for hitting
Toshi
3
Popo.
small towers. Beast?
Noru versus Hazama Ray. Omega versus Fan. Those 4 matches we'll be going through today. The bottom 4 matches are tomorrow. So let's keep that in mind. We're actually having a broadcast tomorrow on Sunday for the first time.
For the
Take
first time. I don't know why they didn't do it the
First
previous
4
weeks. They dragged out
matches,
this tournament
they're
so
all-
much.
They're all spicy. They're all going to be excellent and good, shining. Which would you pick will be the highlight of the highlights of today?
Oh man, even though I am a huge fan of Light E7, I actually think Alibi Richard might be slightly more competitive. Nothing against Toshi Popo, but he had some buys going through. He did have a huge upset against KJ, but I was very impressed with Richard coming out of the losers bracket. So I think I'm actually more interested in that.
Dude,
Lucky?
Virgin Guts is getting an ass beating. Unlucky.
I think for me personally, my focus is on the Minoru versus the Hazama Ray matchup. Minoru has looked so clean throughout group stages, and if I'm not mistaken, he is the last hope of Korea server, and he has to go up against one of the former world champions. That is a matchup for the ages.
I feel like we're going to have a lot of fun today, gentlemen. That's a tournament treat. Let's start with our first matchup. Alibi versus Richard. Here's Alibi. Of course, we have the Masters win rate from the groups now. 4-1, 8%. Silk. A speedy. Feel like we have a lot of talking
Wow, I
points.
think both players are playing that Asia server speed style, and I think the big notable point to bring up about this is they have very high highs, but sometimes they also have very low lows. So the performance consistency is a huge point of concern. So between Alibi and Richard in a set series of best of 5s, I would say the more consistent performer is probably going to be taking the set.
I mean,
That's Alibi.
I disagree. Best of 5s comes down to who's luckier.
Richard. 4-4, but
It's only 5 matches. It's only 3 matches.
Different in playstyle, as you can see from the picks. P-bands, not really much of an overlap at all.
Yeah, don't let that 4-4 fool you. He lost to 1080-50 in a
Hello,
2-0 match,
Kokai.
but he ended up beating Fivers and Shrize, both who I thought were
I'm
gonna be
doing my
stronger
dailies on the
opponents than
side.
Noah.
I
So
should really
he was
start
my
doing
kinda
the
like
Hall of
dark
Trials
horse
stuff,
standout
but
player.
maybe
I'm
later.
really excited to see Richard come out here, but as Valky said, I think it's really going to depend on who's more consistent. In Alibi, 4-1, you know, that's a little bit more impressive.
Oh, yes. They're all the way up here as top 16. That's all that matters. Spring season data, 2-1, not too many. Oh, the prediction. A double for Alibi. Hey, is that like 2 votes for Alibi and 1 vote for Richard?
I think so. I think that's how it goes, right?
Okay, we're getting
better
right
not be.
into it.
We got the bands. Let's go. Match 1. Alibi versus
Let's do it.
Richard of E7 Masters 26 main matches. Lady of the Scales, Harsetti, double band. Zio in the band. Notos,
We talked about going
Biblis.
fast. Yeah, with
He Armin. Oh, is he trying to
Double
figure out
band.
if he should pick Nodos?
RV, everything's allowed.
Ooh, okay, we got anti-Nodos tech. I think people said Estelle was good into Nodos or something.
Taking out Lady of the Scales, getting that Shepherd of the Dark DN off on first.
No,
pick.
Nodo's priority might just be
Alibi
lower,
is gonna sell the
'cause
soul burns, and especially, you know,
with-
doing that little bit of that belly and hover, and we've seen time and time again.
With some of the new
early
units,
rounds,
people
because
might have more
belly,
anti-Nodos
she
tech.
can't stop the soul burn. She is a floodgate unit, but if you take her too early, that AoE auto attack is going to land you a lot of punishment, and Notos is on the other side. Richard is going to be taking another
Notos.
power pick, and this is
Pick to kick it,
This is
Rat.
really
Do
just
it.
how drafts go, aren't they? You take the power picks first, and then you start team building around them as the draft rounds go on.
One interesting thing, especially now that we move into the knockout stages, all the new balance patches, all the new characters, I think Nodos is getting more and more figured out. I've even seen some people, you know, call him a bit of a fraud. You see here, he's actually not taking first pick despite being let up in the pre-bans. Now, he is still very strong, and if you're not prepared to fight this guy, he will, you know, he's the god of battle. But I think expect a lot of players to have more and more answers to him as we proceed.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, we had a player letting Notos go and coming out with a win. Hecate, one of the most.
Okay, I had to double check and make sure I was even streaming the match, because I thought I was streaming my game by accident. Okay, let's not race. Let's not race.
Skin goes crazy, and you know,
I don't think we should race December. Richard is pretty fast though, isn't he?
Just put Alibi in a bind, race him a little. And, oh,
Richard,
man,
Let's race. Let's race. Make it more interesting. Let's race.
Looking to bully the slow units. Is he gonna put it? Is he gonna commit? He's hovering a lot of speed options here, but does he commit? That is going to be the big question. Third pick, Ban Protect, is where you have to decide what strategy you're going with.
Boo!
Oh, man,
You and Bellion. Boo!
You know what? You can go ahead and play fast. I'll play slow. No soul burns for you though, buddy boy.
Oh, hold up. We got a long way to go. This is the best.
No, he lost. This is an unconfident. This is an unconfident race. He did not pick his opener on 3.
Ran, but yeah, as Valky was saying, I think the Bellion is kind
Okay, man, we're just going slow. Boring.
Speed contest. Instead, he wants to go with Nodos in a more protective style. You see how tanky he's going to be with revives, you know, anti-souls. He will need one more probably damage dealer. I think Bellion maybe could do this, especially with how squishy Alibi's side is. He's trying to take that initiative. He's going to be the speed demon here and take the first turn.
Right, and Alibi's hovering through a lot of different options though. Looking through a lot of debuff characters, which tends to be one of the better answers for Notos. You tend to solve Notos in one of two ways. You play a lot of debuffs and just don't let him use his domain expansion, or let him do it, but play a lot of evasion or injury characters. Those are usually your two paths to solutions. And Alibi definitely looking to go for a little bit more aggression here, hovering the Aki. Oh man, he sort of has a lot of options to go, just not a lot of time, so he needs to decide fast.
Yeah.
And just to add on, Valk, one other option too, and you kind of inferred it, but that's just cleaving as well, right? Not just debuffs, but you could just end up killing him with tons of damage between like Freeman. And look at this, Architect Leica comes out, so definitely some damage coming out on the side of Alibi.
Yeah, either you
I'm actually a little curious to what he's trying to do here. He picks two mages that are very reliant on their soul burn with that.
It's okay, he'll just ban the Bellion and it'll be fine.
All of that away, so
oh, Epic 7 menu sound because I forgot to mute my game. That's why.
Looking forward to what the dish is.
Yeah, Bellion cannot be post banned. She's right in the middle. Richard. Wait.
Time better spent.
Oh my god, more.
Yeah,
He said, even if you kill my Bellion, you will not be soul burning today.
As we've seen a lot of times, solo Bellion sometimes doesn't have enough, you know, gas in the tank to finish out a round. But let's see the bans.
Hecate might be a bit of a contest, or Leica for the damage. There we
Gotta
go.
get that Biblis out of there. Man, imagine 4th pick Biblis.
Yeah, we live in a different days just after 2 weeks.
I mean, surely he's teched for this, right?
Epic 7. Oh.
Surely he's teched for the...
But the Bellion.
I'm good. It's just...
Souls.
I don't know what it is.
And Arya on top, so...
Allergies, probably.
Having any of those souls used. That's
maybe
rough.
the plan was to kill Bellion.
We'll see Alibi Richard. Game 1. Start with
I mean, how do you plan to kill Bellion? Because you don't have any souls, and then even if you get souls... Ooh!
The skill 2 setup does
He landed everything. That's crazy.
Is the one that really matters here, as that's going to allow her skill 3 to just hit them, rip them to the bottom of the combat readiness bar, and land that valuable defense break going.
Wow, he landed absolutely everything.
Real bright and early. The defense break is going to be landing.
He's fucking dead.
All done. That's what you need on Notos if you want to take him down early. This Leica, look, barely any HP.
Like, he's just ripping it.
Souls were just letting it rip. Damage not as impressive. She really wants that target, but you know, with how Richard drafted, we don't have access to those souls.
Yeah.
Now we have New Moon up to bat.
I guess he figured.
He's going to
This
go for
Luna's
the
going to need
seal.
high effectiveness. Do our debuffs land? No soul burn, and wow, only lands maybe about a third of her debuffs. Not looking too good there.
Yeah, no soul burn.
Violations of compact will not be tolerated.
Looks okay, but
Eviction is
we're
due.
going toast. Notos might be getting a turn soon enough.
Let's play hide and seek.
Why did he not
Soon
S2?
enough,
Yeah.
Maybe not. We are pushing everything back here, though. Mirror Lotus Ring not going to be granting
Holy
any souls,
Sacrifice.
and Holy Sacrifice does bring him back.
All those debuffs removed.
Did they? I think her Soulburn ignore F-Res now, right? He should have just pressed it for the target.
You don't deserve my mercy.
Decent damage, chunking down that barrier.
You press it for target, then Luna S2 the Notos, and then you... And then maybe try to kill with Diane?
Tra.
Nice.
On the
I guess Ro would
entire
bring him
team.
back anyways.
An ensemble.
He's getting the domain expansion off one way or another.
Oh no, those skill nullifiers are gone, and the provokes are going to come in. Oh, and that's a lot of damage from the 3F as well, and Notos finally gets his turn.
But H.
Domain expansion.
She all healed back up.
Okay, what's our plan here?
Calling it.
Ooh,
Yeah, they're
Is it
not
Lidica?
out of
That's not
balance.
Lidica.
Activated. You look at the side of Alibi, and he doesn't have any type
sure
of
fortune will be
answer,
on our
right?
side
We've
today
talked
as
about
well.
evasion, being tankier. Notos is free reign, and he still has access to 3 other units. This is pretty much all but done.
Spirits.
yeah, I was trying to think
Doesn't
if she
look good
extincts or
because
not. He
what
had to go
happened in
for
the
it. I don't
draft
know why he
was
didn't.
Richard knew
Because he had the...
real early that Alibi was going
Wait,
to
Holy
opt
Sack
for
wouldn't
the
even
soul
matter.
heavy playstyle.
He had the...
Take the Bellion on
Because he was
3, and
Keystones,
GG
right?
is
He had
probably
Keystones
immediately
on
Alibi
Leica,
realized
so he
this,
would
like,
have...
We're just going to move on.
He has some effectiveness. He would have canceled out most of
And that's a win.
Aria passive unless it's like
Alibi
Res
did have the
Notice.
first pick, and that was the end, not Notos.
Okay, well that was a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, the
A little bit
follow-up
of a
picks,
misstep,
yeah,
possibly.
follow-up picks did make it much harder. But even after Bellion, Alibi still went for it. Like Luna Leica was, as Valky mentioned during the pick, it was after that Bellion, which was quite worrisome.
Oh wait, he also picked it into Bellion on 3.
We've got a lot more games to play, so maybe
What is
I can put that down and go with it. Run, top model
Exactly.
Luluka, and Politis. Lots of fast characters.
That's win trading, man. Unlucky.
Yeah, that was a bit
Okay,
of a
no, her
step
she
right
only
there
gets
from
extra
Alibi in
turn
game 1, so
if
maybe
the
in
target
the
lands.
following games in the set, and he was definitely the most consistent performer in his matchup here.
needs to be
So
made an
he needs to be able
example
to recover a little bit, say, okay, that wasn't a good game 1, but let's hit the mental reset. Let's get a clean draft going. First big boss Arunka in round 2, can't get any cleaner than that.
Yeah, what a unit to lead off the second round of your lunatic draft.
Yeah, I mean, no, the thing is, like, did he really think that no target, no attack buff was killing? You have to press the S2. You have to press the S2 and just go for it. Because you're not killing otherwise.
As I think he was the bottom seed, man. He was just Richard.
Yeah,
Really,
you have to risk it. There's no choice. Like, you're not killing without. He had Keystone, so he had some effectiveness. And he picked it into Bellion, so you'd think that he had a plan for... Like, I thought it was going to be effectiveness Leica or something, like 100 effectiveness, and you have enough damage to kill anyways, but okay, man.
It's being hovered. My goodness.
Genesis Ross.
Wow, and Richard really comfortable with the tank down now, and you know,
Is
previously
turn
he's
2
known as somebody who's like a
broken?
free main player. And if you look at the pre-bans on Alibi's side, he takes out the Rand, takes out the top model, and Richard goes, yeah, go ahead and ban those out. I'm gonna go for all reliable. We're going for all the light knights in the game. But finally, Salome being hovered here, and this is a very
Hey, man, that code is technically not posted yet.
High skill matchup. And here specifically,
But since somebody has given it to me,
you hide her
I will
behind
add it.
Arunka, and she's going to be able to pick up so many skills like that Genesis Ross.
Here she is, Salome. Wonder what she's going to do, and which character she will copy into. Free run locked. No Bellion because Bellion was used in round 1.
Any leakers?
Ooh, and once again, we're seeing that free run hyper carry pick on 3. Usually players have, I believe the last few weeks, opted to play in the first round, and now, due to all of the buffs and all of the characters shifting up and down in power level, we're seeing this in the second round. So you might not
No.
have the same tools as you normally have. And be
Oh
able to
wait,
deal with her.
did they pin it on their channel on YouTube?
Richard cycling through his option here. No Biblis, no Ruel. So what do you do? And takes away the Ahmed. Okay, that's
Ahmed.
certainly an interesting way to play this game.
Did I get my drops yet? Are drops even up?
Down and then very fast. Ahmed to boost up what? What do you have?
Oh
Hey, where's my
God,
drops?
Look at that. That's the question answered. Strays.
Drops where?
Sometimes you'll see like Salome plus Strays on the same side. You get double planet cutters. But now we have, you know, just the Ahmed plus Strays combo. And to answer that, of course, extra turns, we got the Moon Bunny.
Moon Bunny against
Bunny Dominion certainly very powerful in this spot, able to stop Ahmed's double boost with that extra turn. But does he have a second pick? Because Moon Bunny certainly gets banned away in this scenario, so he needs a second pick that can hold it down for him.
Thinking about Spirit Eye Celine. Already have a Soul Weaver. APOC Ravi who popped in the last week of groups.
No, the drops one is
Not just good
the
against
drops
this
one is the
but
leak
against
one.
like a Nodo's
Drops
drop,
are up.
that penny
Shit,
is
where's
very,
mine?
very key. And how tanky she is. She could survive
Hello?
the onslaught that
Okay,
we're
I'm
just trying to
refreshing.
put on the table.
Ooh, and especially with Apocalypse Ravi's
Okay,
new
okay,
acid
I got my
damage,
drops now.
it's
We're gonna
penetration
leave it going
resistance
on the
is
side.
going to be both very good against the Genesis Ross as well as the Strays. You're just looking to have the highest HP on the team.
Oh, hey,
against
finally a
Tankless
Salome.
ultimates, and if
Finally
any
she's back on the
teammates
match.
Drop, well, she's gonna swing that big axe and bring them right back.
I love it. Alibi knowing some of the solutions against the big chunky units. Now Richard. Will we see a surprise that pairs up with a mid, or was it just a combo with Strays? Against the shields,
This is like a dream come true.
Festivita is the lock.
Classic pick into the likes of Free Range. Is a very strong unit there. And when her stealth is removed, gets some big damage, has strong debuffs too, but taken out of the equation in Moon Bunny, one of those counter picks you just want to get rid of when you have an aggressive comp like Richards.
So with all the bans out the way, it does look like
Oh,
Richard is
let's go
going
back
for
to
that
doing
Ahmed
my
Strays
dailies.
combo. We're looking to start the fight with an oodle of just cleave damage coming in from Richard. So Alibi, especially with that Apocalypse Robbie, needs to be able to hold on. And if he does, I think he has a way
All
back into the
right,
series.
let's see how this
We have
goes.
Salome, but of course, Amit,
There's still
Richard
hope.
starting.
So Apoc's got to be the one tanking it here, right? Straze's not killing shit. You just push Ross?
Huge shield and the skill null for the team.
The power of the eternal
And we're not done yet. Swift attack coming in through.
the fallen.
Nope. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Raider attack, as well as the crit damage buff. It's so much damage.
Uh-oh.
Is this going to punch through the Apocalypse Robbie? This
Hey, surely this is like
We
POV
have-
full tank Apoc. You're not even close,
Oh
man.
my god.
Holy
Still
half.
super healthy despite all those buffs. Looks like that Alibi wall he put up is working.
Offer your soul.
And
Here's
big turn
Salome.
for the Salome here. Who clone go in? First one we're gonna see on screen. Copies the free run. Looks like we're just getting the
Double
extra
free
combat
run.
readiness. And
The
we are
boom.
clear the skill
Does Freeman
nullifier.
full strip on us 3?
Oh boy.
Yep.
Skill null.
That's
The
every
buff's
buff.
gone. Uh-oh. That was just for the...
Oh, wait, copy and run.
Yeah, gets combat readiness too, so very, very well played from the side of Alibi. Here comes the Ilinov, setting up some defenses. ER.
Daring today, aren't we?
Oh wait, no, Ahmed S3 target the artifact CR push targets the highest attack anyway, so it would have pushed Straze no matter what. He was cooked.
Onto the Ahmed, it does land the resist, but
rocket
oh
punch
man.
damage.
Okay, second favorite S3.
Pool's not looking good for this free run ultimate. This is a lot of
Okay.
AoE damage and does get 2 kills.
Was
So
it
now we
enough,
sealed Apoc.
Or is G Ross?
Filthy wet behind.
Okay, I guess
Would
not.
be GG's already called. Genesis Ross not going to be able to break through this boss Arunca wall.
1-1 tied score.
This is really BM from December, not going to lie. He intentionally threw the first
At
match.
least 2 more games. It's a bit of punching back and
Oh,
forth.
yeah.
Nice copy of free run to get the strip.
We saw A lot of, you know, the new unit Slome, buffed unit Ravi, and yeah, that yield.
No, I didn't see Fearin didn't have her immunity yet.
There. We talked about the pen resistance on the likes of Ravi. Look how healthy the side of Alibi was. It was.
Fearin didn't have immunity yet, so you should have sealed Fearin instead.
Definitely found the footing he needed to, getting that Fearin hyper.
He popped with Penris, doesn't she? Yeah, like I don't think Ross is killing her otherwise.
This is now a best of 3 heading into game 3. Notos, Biblis, MLDN, as well as Lidica. Both players starting to their opponent. They're getting a great feel for how the other person plays.
Renox starting. Things off for Richard. Estelle first.
Hey, finally Estelle.
She is indeed high tier. Lots of shields.
Not only just for her looks, she's apparently like 9 feet tall, but she's also just one of the best tanks.
9 feet tall and doesn't wear any clothes.
I think like evaluated on her release, but she has been doing so well for almost every top player I've been watching. She's just been popping off.
Okay, Car 6 likes tall ladies. Noted.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't?
No
I'm not afraid.
And Ruel, oh my god, this is already way too protective on the left.
I mean, Alibi knows what Car likes. He's dropping down all the big women, the women that can take a lot of hits. And oh man, Richard, if he wants to go aggressive here, he has multiple walls to go through, and I can only imagine what's going to come once Alibi shows his hand on that third pick Band Protect.
But guys, what are some of the weakness for Estelle? Like, do we have to go to like barrier inversion level, or what are some of the weakness that she has?
I would say things like seal,
I mean, the thing
debuffs,
is,
even though she can cleanse.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, Valky, you got this.
Oh yeah, no.
Car's just like, how are you doing it?
Different things you could try to like sniper out, but then with a Ruel, that's difficult. It usually depends on the team, but like Car said, debuffs could work, but she will cleanse herself with that passive. So the one you're looking for is the seal. But if you look at the amount of pre-bans, MLDN is banned, and we're gonna need a new Luna in here. And no, Richard just says maybe we'll just go for the defense break, and Briar Witch Iceria will deny your revive. So going very aggressive here for Richard.
All right, let's cleave.
3 on that Briar Witch.
Yeah, since the fast, speedy.
Isn't Bellion still
are
open?
Mostly banned out. Richard might be feeling okay with the speed up Briar Witch. Oh, Knockwall is a character that we haven't seen in a long time.
Ruel is very smelly. People used to ask for Ruel buffs, and I was like, you guys don't want Ruel buffs. Nobody wants Ruel buffs. And now they buffed Ruel, and look at where we are.
I'm not sure if it's going to be locked in here.
Luna's also allowed.
Let's race?
This seems a little more likely.
Winter? Scrolling
I
through
think
the fire units?
needs a pick that's expressly anti-cleave. I would say normally Setsuka is good, but Briar Witch Iceria has a hit chance up. Renok has that additional damage splash at the end. This is going to be very, yes, annoying, but Richard definitely has ways to get around this Setsuka. Hellion Lua now being posted up and does get locked in. I mean, this is a character where anytime you hit her, especially with a cleave AoE attack, she will be CR pushing the team. So Alibi has a lot of ways to get his turn stolen back. So we'll have to see how he uses this Lua.
Oh. Not exactly when Mort is in the house. That's Setsuka. If she is going to be 100% in game, maybe find a way to lock her down.
The Great Mortalix.
I'm debating the merits of this Mort pick, because yes, for one,
dude, we're not picking Mort, man. We're not picking Mort. We're not picking Mort. Stop.
The counterattacks with the Lua, but yeah, he also would be locking away the counterattacks with the Spirit Eye Celine. So instead, opts for something a little bit more flexible, and that School Nurse Yolha right there. So we're
going full on speed.
Another Lyca we've seen two in the same set.
This time from
Very, very
Richard.
surprising.
Wow.
This time around, he does have souls, though, so a lot of it's going to come down to who goes first here. Can Bryceria open, set up that bridge for that Lyca, or will that, the Hellion Lua could come out and interrupt all the game plans? We talked about the tankiness on the side of Alibi. He does have a lot of mitigation, but still has to watch out for some debuffs.
Yeah, Alibi was thinking about seals with Knockwall and the scrolls. And
That's
Human
right.
Luna's gonna do the
Speaking of
job.
season
Oh,
Ooh.
never mind.
A little bit of a pivot.
The first sag ball.
Yeah, if you're a little worried your opponent might go first, this guy's a great interrupter and stopping your opponent's game plan. And Alibi definitely favors the longer match. If the match proceeds past a few turns, he definitely is favored.
Guys, I'm loving the draft so far. This is already very, very different from what we had 2 weeks ago. Yuha getting banned. So
Yeah, you kind of just have to ban it.
in-house.
Wow, both players on point with the bans. You have to remove that Nurse Yoha if you're trying to play Sage Ball and Cezanne, as she does cleanse every debuff. So, wow, both players trading bans very well going to the game. And of course, Briarwitch Isera will be starting the fight off.
Briar faster than Renock. Very good.
Do you have to go for it now?
You think that's tech or that's speed already?
Better timing. Can you get Ruel
The Dark Witch.
early on? Here we go. Richard.
She's mocking me.
I want to say misses reduce your damage
And I think you want to use that
regardless.
F3 to activate
Like
your
Miss
Will
has a
and
damage
wow,
reduction
no
portion
Solar,
anyways, like
4
no matter
defense
what.
breaks.
8-8.
Oh,
That's
man,
great.
Alibi is in so much trouble.
That is big for the side of Richard. Renock. Locked and loaded. Filper coming out onto that Helene Lua. Giving some stats. Extra turn.
Oh,
Massive big
Damage. Look at that.
ooh, that E.
It's okay. Richard was able
Oh
to
god.
save, so I think that's the main key point. You know? Who do you go for?
Trying to get away, or
Estelle.
outrun me.
It's okay. This is what a Briar is gonna look like after the buffs. You see how she didn't miss a single debuff? No death break misses? That's Briar after buffs.
You're losing the turn on your two main DPS. You're not going to get the payload.
Resist on the Leica!
Resisted.
Ooh!
Cannot revive.
Hold on, barrier coming through. We're gonna need that.
No, resist on the Leica is huge. Resist on the Leica is huge. He can just one shot.
Stops two barriers from coming out.
7.5k HP. Full damage Leica.
He's doing the math in his head right now, wondering if he's going to be getting the kill. Target buff on the Setsuka. We're about to see the value of this Leica, gentlemen, because once she gets the kill with this big ultimate,
The
we're going to
laser.
be getting Extinction.
Oh, got
My
both.
God, enough to take out the Ruel as well.
She's done her job. This Estelle punches hard though. she.
She does. She is up
Solberg?
against some immortality, up against a Celine though. Yeah, the Solberg gonna reduce the cooldowns, give her some healing as well. Straight into that Celine. But because of her passive, she survives.
Spaced out.
Yeah, the Celine damage limit is extremely annoying. It makes her incredibly sticky to deal with in
Oh, yeah,
these endgame
probably.
scenarios. And now all Celine has to do is hit S3 and GG.
Richard.
I feel like this is a
wins
pretty big upset if he
2-1
wins.
now. That was close.
I think most people had December as like
8 out of 8 debuff from Briarwitch.
one of the
Isera.
stronger players in this upper half of the bracket.
Big W moment for Richard.
Another big thing was that missed provoke from the Hellion Lua not landing on that Architect Leica. I think that was pretty much it. Because even though he did go first aside of Richard, there was an opportunity there for Alibi to kind of come crawling back. But the debuffs just seem so oppressive for the side of Richard.
Valky, do you think that was a 15% or some resist on that Leica?
I'm not even sure it would have mattered because every single defense break landed. So the moment Spirit Eye Celine goes, she's taking that sword into the Lua, and she was taking her out regardless, which would have freed up the Leica. So
Okay.
I think Richard lined up his turns better than Alibi did in his head. So I think Richard is kind of just seeing a little bit one step ahead of Alibi.
Oh, speaking of
as far as the draft was concerned.
Renock, there's like they nerfed Tower, right? Like I think Tower Renock should be dead now. The funny thing is there were some people running crit Renock. I think I don't know if they were actually running crit Renock or they just happened to have crit on their Renock.
My
Dude,
God.
G-Ross.
because like people were saying like 11k HP to tank the Tower Renock, so you need way more than that. Because if Renock has 2 crits on your Hua Young, it does so much damage. He loses over 20% and then you die.
I think
Kinda funny.
Saturday is very good there. It does equalize the matchup a little bit because in a vacuum,
Because my Hua was like
Genesis Ross
13k
is
HP and I
getting
died.
the free run.
Along with what? Free run first pick, you can be confident because Alibi banned Delian out already. And some good counters are
Yeah,
gone.
it might have just because Renock base has like 30% against Hua Young, right? Because you have 15 and then 15. My Hua Young kept dying and I couldn't figure out why. Then I realized that she was just getting crit and I was like, man.
And once you have to beat on, we've seen this, it does open you up. Not for the Amish, she's pre-banned. We're going to get her little sister, Birgitta, into the game. They do very similar things, but I think in this scenario, she's just as good.
Buffing up all the way for Freeren. Alibi is ready with the damage. Richard, how are you going to handle that? Fire Poly?
Yeah, my guild got our asses beat. We didn't get full cleared. Hang the banner did not get full cleared.
Coming through, and it's locked in on the ban protection slot. You know, we actually haven't seen too often compared to previous days.
Oh, this is Fire Poly, excuse me.
Yeah, Fire Poly.
Wow, we haven't seen Fire Poly
she's
for a long time.
Yeah, whenever your opponent is setting up these non-attacking supports like the Birgitta, like the Bunny Dom, and they're always looking to set up these glass cannons like the Freeren, you're always looking to play Fire Poly, especially with a highly debuff based build with potentially an Abyssal Crown, and you're just trying to rob their turns.
Yes, we've seen some damage Poly as well in the tournament. But that's a more uncommon one, along with Ilinav. Richard really liking Ilinav pick. Alibi trying to break through with pure
and
damage.
72, 9 runs.
Thinking about Afternoon Soak Flan.
Best of fives are exciting. It's always fun seeing them run out of units.
Something similar, right? You double up on your rolls on your 4-5 rotation. That way, they can't just ban your Flan and your entire game plan falls apart, because at this point, both your second and third pick supports are being held hostage by this Red Politis.
Why are you interrupting my relaxation?
Flan still picked on top. Where's our boy? He hasn't been here at all yet. Where's RV?
Time to end our twisted
That's true, huh? RB's been a very popular pick on the rank ladder, so...
Yeah, but this is definitely a different format, right? No warfare rules. We have the lunatic format, so maybe the player's playing a little bit more comfort. Eula comes out though.
Okay, we got another Luna.
Side of Richard.
Yeah,
Yoha, that is not Yoha's default expression.
We talked about Politis. Eula would have provided that reflects, but of course she is taken out. Fifth pick bans. Just handshake.
Why are some of these units randomly not like default expression?
Stand out. No G-Ross, no Salome. So this is indeed a tanky team. Oh. G-Ross, Salome, we'll see. Richard on a match point, 2-1.
Hello, Tizzle. I'm doing okay. It's kind of late. I just woke up.
I
passed out after getting home, and I woke up and I was like, wait, isn't there a World Cup today?
Careful pressing buttons.
There are some activations.
A little.
Going to skip using the skills here, and we're looking to just activate the Afternoon Soak Flan. And being played here with Freeren, Afternoon Soak Flan does start with 5 focus, which means 5 attacks she's going to be dual attacking with. Just getting, and unfortunately, will not be following the Bunny Dominion, as you cannot follow dual attacks onto that S1. So getting Flan the turn, we're looking to just drop in a defense break early. Almost takes out the Salome already.
But Freeren's here.
Okay.
Oh, the damage.
Yeah, just opts to get that S1 splash, take out that Salome as well. Very smart plays from Alibi, super efficient. And I think that was one of Richard's key units that he's going to
Okay, Genesis Ross got this shit, man.
Probably most likely just G-Ross.
Genesis Ross got this shit.
Ilinav here, G-Ross is there. Can you get all the way to Freeren? Or even Flan if you miss. Looks tough for Richard.
I mean, Genesis
Ooh, big stun.
Oh man. What a chance.
Okay, now what?
This is going to be a quite awkward turn. Looking to seal the Bunny Dominion first. That way she doesn't just reverse your tempo. And now, surely we're dropping the S3 and just equalizing the character health advantage here. Oh, I mean, Richard needs to up tempo here. Just do something.
Thank you, Tizzle. Yeah, this Hall of Trials is really funny because of the Estelle thing where people just kill themselves.
Well, That was some good damage.
Okay, how do we kill Frieren?
Now, that defensive magic for Frieren still looking healthy. But Richard,
If Frieren just only presses S1, she can't lose.
The Flan is still here, too.
Oh, it's my turn to stun.
Gets a stun back on the poly. That's exciting. And we drop the Ross. Revive is coming through here.
Trading blows. ABCs. Are you going to use the soul
Frieren
burn?
upkeeping that immunity on this one is going to be very important too. You have the evasion from the Flan, and that immunity is going to stop if Roz ever gets back into the.
Yeah, how do we kill Frieren if we just only press S1?
Very tough between these two units.
It's a great identify car. I think that's just a sign that Alibi knows his exact win condition. As long as he upkeeps his souls and, you know, don't fall into the temptation of using Freeren's ultimate, you just S1 every turn.
Oh, another stun and a dual attack.
To actually kill you, and one more stun comes out on the afternoon soak Flan. This Abyssal Crown is putting in work.
Okay,
and this is really
should
what
we
it's
make
like
Paulo
in
to strip on
solo
S3?
endgame. Does she have enough souls to hold out?
Hello, shotgun.
Yeah, that'll be our question.
Nice, that's pretty good. We'll see if it holds, because it's still pretty early. I think, like, in the worst case, you might have to do a run manual and just target the Estelle every time, but should be mostly okay. Brigida's also just generally a lot better, but...
Frieren working his
Damage is adding up.
Dude, what?
Yeah, and that immunity still.
What is the plan here?
S1, so that Roz, even though he has S2, he's not gonna be able to knock her out. And look
Okay,
at the
now
amount of
what?
souls still on the side of Alibi.
He has 33 souls, now what?
As long as she has those souls, that defensive magic makes her unkillable.
You had your chance to.
I reckon this Ross only has maybe enough HP to tank one turn left, and yup.
The Ross is taking 0 turns if you press S1 on him.
Immunity, so hits twice, drains her down to
It's fine, he's thinking, he's using up the timer to think.
27 souls now that
Dude, he...
Lotus procs and Frieren just casually S1ing every turn, mogging all over Richard. It's not.
Should we give Paulo to strip on S3? Thoughts?
That was
A
the
little bit of a
problem.
heartbreaker. Richard not
He's
giving up,
roping him,
trying
he's
to whittle
roping him.
down these souls, but the amount of damage she puts out just spamming S1s. Plus the combat readiness, every time she gets hit, look, she gets a little bit on top despite the politis. And yeah, this should be soon lights out.
Yeah, I might also say
Damn, double hit the poly. Let's call it an RNG loss, yeah?
how much you can actually do. Yeah.
I mean, it is game 4, and Alibi with first pick there was able to identify the strongest win condition. I mean, through what, 30-something pre-bans? Richard was just out of ways to deal with this free run. It is what it is.
2-2. We go to game 5. Sort of what we expected.
Gentlemen, our first game already 2-2. Couldn't have asked for some better matches. Now it's for all the marbles. Need to see. So Richard will have the first pick advantage moving here, but man, round 5 of a lunatic draft, this is gonna get crazy.
And we see Frieren as the MVP there with 4 kills and 80,000 damage total dealt. I mean, you cannot have picked a better win condition there, and I think Richard now with first pick advantage, Alibi really needs to be able to cook this draft and not let the same thing happen to him, because you need to navigate with what is
Unlucky,
this,
didn't mind control the opponent. What you gonna do? We'll get him this time though.
Double ice area ban.
Well,
Mort
Knock a very strong
ban.
unit to come out here.
The Mort pre-ban.
Final game though. You can go back to some of those old picks. Estelle is now allowed.
Got a good feeling today.
Same start. Just like
Okay.
round 3.
Just
Yeah, lots of comfort for your team. That damage share, the mitigation she provides is so good. Plus, she's just so unexpectedly tanky with a life.
It's okay, he spent a lot of time thinking last game, so let's see what he's got for us.
The counter attacks. And she hits hard. 9 feet tall.
Oh, did I get my drop?
Big.
Switch drop.
Oh, and G-Club, I hope
And
maybe
not to mention,
today
every
we'll
time
see
she
a
gets that
superhuman
barrier
Estelle.
skill up.
Ooh.
Yeah, not to mention, every time she gets those barriers up, 10 souls to the team. So even in a longer match, it allows you to play quite aggressive with a character that's both a tank and a bruiser. And okay, Richard's not missing a beat. He saw the Ruel hover, goes, yeah, no, I don't want to deal with that one. Let me pick up the Ruel. And now
Ooh,
you've got
hello.
double revivers, but Pirate Captain Flan, we get locked in game 5 here as the opener, the
Alibi.
double bomb special tactically if this comes through.
My actions
Man,
were
I didn't
Richard-
claim my drop yet. Hold it.
Alibi's got some style
I
on
gotta go
top.
claim my drop.
I'm
Clean
loving this
now.
draft so far.
Richard, can you handle the pressure? The debuffs. Hera?
Hovering some contests.
I mean,
Doesn't want
Richard is
Alibi to
known
just
as
kinda
a
run away
very
with it.
deep speed player, so his roster is going to go deep. He needs to just find something.
He's looking
that's
for
gonna let
Fire
him
Shuri.
seize that first
Aww.
initiative. And no, instead he's pivoting out once again. Setsuka says, I'm
Boo.
going to slow down. I'm going to play evasion. Yeah, go ahead and do whatever it is you want to do, and I'm going to pray I survive. Setsuka Malona as the answer here, getting locked in into a Tori. Alibi set up that landmine, and Richard walks into it. Ooh.
And Richard might
Yeah,
be
it could
feeling
be a little
okay.
questionable. That might identify that his ban could be Tori. But
It
look at
identifies
Alibi,
that he's
something that
insecure
makes him
about his
scarier to
speed.
the vision.
Insecure.
He's locked in.
You
Holy
pick double
wait.
imprint and then you pray your re-knockout
On
speeds.
the tournament?
And then if he doesn't
I know
ban
he's got the
He's a
balance
great
patch.
tech pick.
if he bans your re-knock, then you have double imprint and your Celine outspeeds. Come on, man.
Oh, a very big point of danger here, though. Richard still has Renok, so if he bans that that tactical archetype Coley, I think he could still outspeed Alibi and potentially make some plays. But no, instead, we're gonna play it safe. We're just gonna take out the Xeno and play the evasion game.
Alright, let's watch this P-Flon
Let's see
just
who the
kill
winner is.
everything.
Game 5.
That's good. Does not have
Captain
immunity.
Flan. A little too fast. 4%
Set sail.
above. Time to go double bomb.
So see for yourself. Lies at the bottom of this cookie.
2 misses.
Ooh, that's miss on 2.
Whoa,
Defense break
weird.
bombs does come in. Tactical archetype Coley getting that cool combat readiness push. And the combat readiness push comes through. Ooh.
I simply execute.
We'll have to see
my
what happens
orders.
here.
With
Another
That's
layer
the
of
goal.
bombs.
Boom.
This is very scary for Richard.
Oh, he got hit. He got hit. He got hit.
Does
No
land on
lethal
the
whispers.
Setsuka, That's big.
work on me.
Hold on, the rebuttal damage coming out.
Oh.
Unlucky. What you gonna do?
Oh, but the
So he's
bomb goes
gone.
off.
I mean, Tori was gonna kill it anyways, right? But now he can just kill the Bologna?
2, 3.
That's
No
right.
Bologna carry incoming.
This is the cascade.
Doesn't
No
matter.
cascade.
Coley
Oh, we're
can.
waiting. We're waiting. We're trimming out the other
And
characters.
the Wind Rider proc puts her into that stealth with the barrier. She's so safe.
Immunity
Against
stolen.
two evasion character. I think Tori's going to be able to close this game. It's looking real good for Alibi. The gamble paid off for him.
Ooh.
Into the evasion.
Ooh.
Holy damage on the Bologna.
This is already close
And
to
that's why she's one of the top
GG.
hot picks.
Kaboom.
Might as well wrap her up.
All
and
right.
be gone.
Alibi.
Versus 1. Estelle and Stud.
December threw the first game all for fun, and he still won anyways. If that's not BM, I don't know what is. He should have thrown 2 games.
But she's
Should have thrown
stunned.
2 games in a row.
My turn, right?
Richard
Yeah,
getting
unfortunately,
lapped.
no bomb on the skill 1 for the Pirate Captain Flan now. We are an opener using an opener artifact, but barrier from the Estelle will keep us cool.
Look at
And,
that
Oh,
effect.
Richard.
Slowly.
That's
That's
so much
man.
barrier. But Tori is here with the soul burn. And that's a hit. It's guaranteed. The winner is Alibi for our first match of round of 16. Woo! Pirate Captain Flan and Coley combo. Very cool.
Yeah,
The immunity
so
wouldn't have
impressive.
mattered probably because
Here we
the
go. He
Coley
had
just
a
hit the
back in
Setsuka.
this well drafted
She would
on
have
the
stripped her.
side of Alibi. You know, round 5
Could have
ended
15%ed
a
it, though.
little hectic, but he had all the right key components, and then that Xeno on top was just the little cherry that had to be banned out from the side of Richard, and all things came up Alibi.
Coley S3 does strip, right?
And I want to really highlight Alibi's ability to speed tune his composition because Pirate Captain
Yeah,
Flan goes
probably would've
first,
stripped it.
pushes the team, tactically follows up, and you know, you might expect the Renok or the high-speed Spirit Eye Celine to be able to do something in rebuttal, but that Tori is speed tuned to follow up with the rest of her team, thus closing out the match. Very well played on Alibi's part. Good drafting, good trapping, and good speed tuning.
I don't know, man. That's the first T-Flon I've seen.
Incredibly fast.
Yeah, once
Above
you
and
get a
up.
little bit deeper into the game, into PvP, that's one of those important concepts, especially if you want to play high-speed strategies. You gotta make sure your turns chain together, and I think Alibi did a great job this series with that.
I will not give it.
Yeah, Renok was big.
It's not even
Richard,
PvP, you
he
do
does
PvE and you
love
need speed
picking
tuning.
up first pick.
Oh, yeah.
No, one time round 3 was a win. Final round 5.
What was that P-Flon on actually? I did not see. Was it Renewed Will? Or was it just
Still a great
Cease
match
area
back and
already?
forth, as you see in these replays.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of new units, G-Clef. Buffed units, new units, Lyca's coming out, Fire Politis. What a great first set to be had for tonight's E7 Masters.
Yeah, and for the first time in E7 Masters from round of 16, we
Alright, can we just go
have
next?
interviews with the
Okay,
players.
I'm gonna go check.
After the
What was
highlights,
this P-Flon on?
we'll talk to Alibi. And Ruel bend out. Let's see who the winner is. Game 5.
Yeah, Renewed Will. But he's just cleaving.
For sure.
Bologna did get a proc. I mean, because, okay, if that Setsuka proc Lethal Whispers on both Flan and Koli, and he kills both of them, does he even still win from there?
Damage, some splash. This unit can't be taken down. S1, immunity, always on deck. Perfectly played from Alpha.
Because you Solbert, you Tori, actually, he didn't proc, right? He didn't proc Cascade, so maybe he wouldn't have killed Setsuka,
he really
but
was just cooking here. Oh man, it was 2 free ring games and then this.
he doesn't proc Cascade. So then Setsuka counters double Lethal Whisper.
Coming out, but Alibi just had
Yeah.
the initiative to tempo from round
Yeah, he didn't
one,
proc
and
Cascade.
despite the missed Cascade, it didn't matter because he just had all.
He could have countered the Tori and Lethal Whisper. I mean, that's an insane win con. That's counter. That's dodge everything. Lethal Whisper every hit was the win con there.
And then the Tori happened. Well, the game was kind of going all the way in and out even before that.
No, it's the other way around. The hit buff counters the minus hit chance.
To win. Oh man, what our first match. Best of 5 just makes it so much better. I love
Because your
it.
base hit chance is 100, so
With the new heroes, we literally don't know. Back in the days,
he got BM'd by December. December literally threw the match for fun.
first pick. No, it's not the same. Look, even Yuha today was actually picked like a 4th pick in game 3. She was untouched until then. Even G Ross in game 2, 2nd pick. So lots of different things happening because this, bans are just 2 pre-bans. Oh, we started up with the Harsetti mirror band too, so we had extra room on that. Maybe it's really time for like triple pre-band.
I mean,
We're
at
getting
least
to a
with the
point.
rank ladder, right? That could
Yeah,
help.
maybe for the top
Let's do triple pre-bans in lunatic mode.
We're having a lot of like top tier heroes, like bunch of hero pool. We're not like stuck in back in like 23. We're not stuck in like 14, 15 heroes all over again. No. If you're stuck, if you don't have the hero, you can also copy with Salome. So very different times. About some time because we'd get ready for the interview. We do have Alibi, the winner of our first match. Let's go to our interview. Alibi, congratulations on your win for the first round of 16. This is our first interview as well. First question, how are you feeling after the win? And were you nervous at all first for the first matchup?
December.
알리바 선수, E7 마스터즈의 첫 인터뷰가 되겠는데요. 승리.
They should ask him how he got unbanned.
경험자로서 좀 경기가 어땠나요? 좀 떨리거나 하셨나요?
Were there any struggles in making it to the World Cup, like being banned?
那请问一下，对今天的比赛的话，有没有紧张呢？
服的时候比较紧张。
긴장되진 않았습니다.
Okay, let's turn this up.
I wasn't actually quite nervous at all for the match.
We'll
Okay,
turn it up
not
for
a
the
lot to talk about
interview.
for the matchup. Notos, you let that through. What's up with that? 노토스를 일단 풀어줬습니다. 첫 번째 경기부터. 그리고 리타드 선수가 이기게 됐는데 첫 경기를.
No, I was at
어떤
December. That was the
계획이었어요,
translator.
혹시?
那在第一场比赛的时候，已经使用了诺特斯。那第一场也是 Richard。
Let me know if this is too loud, by the way.
说一下那时候当时的情
The
况。
Twitch drop. It's like three leaves and an artifact
能
charm.
再重复一遍吗？我前面没有听清楚。
像你第一场比赛的时候，你用了诺托斯。那第一场比赛的话，其实 Richard 是得到了获胜。那请问一下，可不可以说明一下第一场比赛那时候怎么样？
第一场比赛，就没有考虑太多嘛，感觉还是有点太紧张了。
첫 번째 경기 같은 경우에는 제가 긴장을 너무 많이 했었기 때문에 그렇게 많은 생각을 하지 못했던 것 같습니다.
The first game, I was actually quite nervous. I was actually quite nervous, so I wasn't able to think through all of that. So I think that's the reason why notice was allowed for Richard. So moving on, another quick to note: the very last final game, the last pick, Xeno, that no one else picked. It was post banned, but you still picked it. We want to, because we didn't get to see it in game. We want to know the reason why you picked that Xeno. 그리고 마지막 경기
Notos into
포스트 베인 되긴 했지만
two evasion units.
제노가
Very good.
됐습니다. 경기에서 못 봤기 때문에 물어보고 싶은데
Okay, this is a new player question. This is the question aimed at people who haven't read Notos' kit
你
yet.
选择了杰诺，那可不可以听一下为什么你选了这个英雄呢？
因为我已经有稳定的移速控制了，然后需要杰诺去捡那个闪避。
일단 제가 생각했을 때는 컨트롤 같은 경우에서는 제가 벌써 잡았다고 생각을 했었기 때문에 이 영웅을 선택을 했습니다.
So I thought I had the game under control and wanted to control more. So that's why the reason why I picked Xeno in the round number 5. Another question. Do you want to
That was
add
such a
is
nothing burger
your
answer.
opponent, for the next round is going to be either Light or Toshipopo, the winner of those two contestants. Who do you want to face, and who do you think is going to win from that matchup? 다음 경기는 이제 승자로서 올라가면 라이트 선수나 토시포포 선수 둘 중에 하나에 붙게 되는데 어떤 선수가 올라왔으면 좋겠나요?
那你下一个比赛，你的对手会是 Light 或是 Toshipopo？ 那请问一下，你是希望跟哪一个选手想要对决呢？
其实最好希望不要跟 Light 交手，因为 Light 是实力还是非常强的，而且他的 B 打法会比较难打一点。
Damn!
일단 저는 라이트 선수와는 상대를 하고 싶지 않습니다. 워낙 이제 실력이 뛰어나고
Let me glaze and light a little bit.
좀 되게 잘한다고 생각을 하기 때문에 라이트 선수와는 대결을 하고 싶진 않습니다.
So, how did I answer? Light is the one that I do not want to face against because he's really good indeed in game, and his picks are actually incredible. So he's really good at drafting. So I do not want to face Light. Was the answer from Alibi. Oh, thank you, Alibi. Congratulations on your first win. We will see you next week. 알리바이 선수 인터뷰 감사합니다.
谢谢你的采访。
好，感谢。
Translation, he said thank you.
All right, we do not go to a break. We've just talked with Alibi. He does not want to face Light. We're moving straight on. Light is ready to
They didn't
face
translate the
against
thank you. SMH.
Coco, a very strong opponent. Get hyped, guys. We're not taking a break. We go straight to the next match. Another best of 5.
Yes.
Let's talk about Light. Car, are you ready to talk about Light?
I'm so ready. I don't blame Alibi at all because Light beat Phantom 2-0 and got out of the winner's side of his bracket, beating NMZN as well. So, you know, even though Toshipopo had a huge upset against KJ, I do think Light, just like Alibi said, amazing drafter, just very smart player. Definitely, I would be worried to fight him, especially in a lunatic format.
Oh, I forgot to ungear my Ruel when she got pushed out of the history. Unlucky, I'll just regear her later.
Unique style of drafting, very smart drafting from this global player. His opponent, though, a very well-known name, Toshipopo in the house. Valky.
Well, I believe Toshipopo was the one that unseated some of the most anticipated players coming into the tournament. So he's definitely on a hot run. And if he were to continue that streak, I mean, we even heard in the interview, Alibi even said, I think Light's one of the best drafters in the game. And Toshipopo unseating that
Because he plays turn 2. Turn 2 always at a disadvantage.
Being an absolute dark horse in this tournament. And
Not
we
turn 2 by
definitely
choice.
him pick that free run in the hyper carry slot. So Light is going to need to answer that draft.
Yes, Toshipopo took down K-Chan from a bye. Sindri lost against him, but was able to take down Gomyang Mi, as known as KJ, one of the strongest Korean players. That's Toshipopo. Light also took down Phantom on his
Did you guys
own.
see the E7 Masters like profile card thing? That looks super nice.
Big names are already gone because of these two. Get hyped. This is going to be some wild ride. And what type of fan picks they will have for us?
Winner prediction.
Balance patch. Winner prediction very high for Light. Maybe a lot more votes from the globals. Maybe. 0-1 from the spring season data, but that's a long time ago now. Okay, putting you guys on the spot before the game's ready. Okay, never mind. Game's ready. Let's go. Fabulous Tien Notos Lady of the Skills. Standard, I would say, in this meta. Right
Bunker.
now. Or are we missing anything?
I think that's most characters that you would really be worried about. I mean, Toshipopo gets the standard rank ladder pre-ban, whereas Light, I think, takes out, you know, like a sniper.
What banana culture? I don't know what banana culture is either.
You take out Biblis as well as the.
Why did Master specifically make you wonder that?
Speed up a lot, and of course, first pick Estelle. You don't want to let somebody have both Bossarunka and Estelle. It's going to be so much trouble for you to punch through.
Salome. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Very versatile here for the side of Light. He has his tankiness in order, and Salome is just such a versatile unit. He can copy both his side in his 3, 4, 5 picks, or take some problem units from the side of Toshipopo and make it his own.
Oh, I was about to say.
Ruel does get picked up. And you got to really highlight Light's confidence here, taking the early Salome, because against Bossarunka, that is one of her worst matchups, because when she clones, it is a single target skill. So you want to pick whatever opponent you're copying their kit from, or you have to draft a very high tempo team. And against Bossarunka, I mean, your only choice is to copy the Bossarunka, and Bossarunka is not going to do a lot of damage to Bossarunka. So Light needs to be able to cook here with this team. We're hovering.
Let's look it up.
Ahmed.
What is banana culture?
I'm assuming he's probably going to go for a bit more of
Banana culture. A South Korean entertainment company. AI overview. Banana culture can refer to the South Korean entertainment label or to the agricultural tissue culture method used to propagate bananas. I think it might be the second one.
Okay, now we can hear the hero
I kind of referenced this earlier. G-Clef, Yulha superhuman on Estelle. Even though Estelle can't really, you know, do the damage alone as a damage.
Oh, I think they help with stream production stuff, I think.
I believe she's gonna pack a punch.
And you have Salome on your side as well, so as long as
you
force your bans well,
they do stuff for they do stuff for League and Valo.
Not only are you gonna have
so it's helping with stream production stuff.
Is also double HP, double speed, running it down this match. Toshipopo needs to pick a very defensive unit here in order to protect this hyper carry Spirit Eye Celine.
Polly? Hovering a fire.
They're using the crazy high res versions.
Lots of skulls. Ruel plus the maid. We're going to
that Polly skin looks so high res.
And the Spirit Eye Celine.
I mean, the maid Chloe is there to stop Bellion's 3F damage. When you have a hyper carry, squishy carry like that Celine, she's going to be necessary. Last pick, Renak being hovered here.
Closed on 2020? No, because I saw their webpage. They did some like stuff in the past couple of years.
As the last pick, Light puts in an opener, just looking to close out all of those pesky revivers.
Yeah, that's a problem unit for Toshipopo to handle. Wouldn't be surprised if it does get banned out.
Is it too defensive?
Holy shit, this game has like every single reviver and Briar.
Spirit Eye Celine does have some single target damage. Renak as well. But it's not like constant. We'll see. Light bringing some heavy loads. With that, Yulha Estelle. Here's match 2 of round of 16. Then win Renak from Toshipopo. On the right.
There's still some damage, G-Clef, on the side of Toshi, right? The Spirit Eye Celine we've seen is such a strong hyper carry. Depending what artifact she's on too, maybe something. The one that ignores damage share, especially against the likes of Estelle, could be huge. But as we talked about, the Bellion potential superhuman splash damage could just snipe out some of these squishy units behind the boss room.
Let's kill Yulha.
Gonna drop the damage onto the Nurse Yulha.
Bam!
Oh, and the punch!
Does he?
Proof of valor on this Nurse Yulha is holding it down.
Oh, definitely kills.
It is summer photogenic, so completely nullifying, you know, one of Estelle's claim to fame.
Oh, the Pilfer stays on the copy, right? That's kind of funny. Oh, but he can copy Ruel. He can just copy Ruel and revive the Yulha. Salome is such a funny unit.
Yeah, one tap is gone. Actually crazy. That's a soul burn for the
Goes to the
extra.
buff strip.
Ooh, he got everything.
The immortality does the
Ooh, he got everything.
That's gonna force the revive
Oh,
from the
he has to
Resolve.
copy the Arunka.
That's a start for the
Unlucky.
side of Light.
Basarunka. Choose the target.
Better hold on. Don't go flying
Who's
off on
Mike
me
going
now.
to? Bellion.
Glory
Defense
be with
break
us.
does land.
May warm
This is looking a little bit over.
reach the depths of your heart.
And
Unless you're
gentlemen, we're gonna have to
crazy.
go through the motions a bit. Spirit Eye Celine comes back. She's gonna do her thing.
This way.
Oh man, we're in it, but a little bit of a dual attack pull here onto the boss Aruka. Unfortunately, not going to be hitting too hard. 40,000 natural HP on this Estelle, though. That's going to be mattering a whole lot. The damage does come through.
Unlucky. Let's just say he got gear gap, yeah?
Appear to be a high crit damage build.
Let's just say he got gear gap.
Estelle is mostly here just as a tank.
Fate cannot be altered.
Yeah, they didn't
Do
really
not
do
forget
too much.
your past transgressions.
And she's back. Bellion
Ah,
gone.
the damage that just comes out. The photogenic really pulling in the way, just bypassing all the mid here. Now we're in a 2v4 scenario favoring Toshi Popo.
It's looking tougher and tougher for Light here, and Boss
I'm surprised he didn't copy Bellion last turn. Maybe he thought Bellion was highest attack.
really carrying his damage load. And oh man, if the Estelle doesn't cycle out of it soon, could be a lot of trouble for Light. I mean, it's already looking bad, and looking to flip the tempo here. We're soul burning the Estelle ultimate.
Unlucky, unlucky. He got gear gapped. Unlucky. What you gonna do?
Yeah, Light just wanted to show that S3 from Salome. But does end the game. 1-up for Toshi Popo. And yeah, Yula did not get a turn. That's a scary Spirit Isoline that Light might need to note down.
What was his post ban made?
And as Carr pointed out, that Summer Photogenic was just putting in so much work for the hyper carry. We saw from the preview that Toshi Popo is a guy that favors a lot of hyper carry action, and here he definitely bet his money on the right horse because Spirit Eye Celine as the third pick hyper carry was really running Light's pockets.
And G-Cliff, you asked, why aren't we seeing a lot of RBs? Well, Spirit Eye Celine is one of those units that I've seen people use to answer him. Not necessarily why he's not showing up, but you got to watch out. This Spirit Eye Celine unit is still a threat until maybe some future units come out.
Or in like game 5 or game 4, game 5.
I'll send the
Some
case.
potential. Free rent ban already, so we won't be seeing free rent at all. And see Phantom Politis gone. Iseria Setsuka also being banned. Light first picks Cigarette.
His strat should have, if his Yoha took first turn, he should have S3'd the Bellion, and then he slowly copied the Yoha, S3 Bellion again, and crash everybody's game.
When the super tier 1 OP characters are removed, can you identify the strongest win condition? And Light says, well, if you don't have Nurse Yoha, I'm going to play Swift Flag Bearer Sigra. And Toshi Popo replies in kind with Genesis Ross. I mean, he cannot be debuffed, so Light is either looking to make a big play with that skill 2, so forcing her entire team to gank a character, or in Toshi Popo's case, you know, do you just go for an anti-debuff setup? And almost looking like if he locks this in, he's looking to play debuff off his own.
Yeah. Answering back with some problems of his own. Toshi Popo hovering this. We saw some like Festivita. You see Roz can't be debuffed as well. He's going through the motions. Already a lot of consideration
future of the
despite
wind
the
tribe.
early picks coming out.
G-Ross Ilinov for Toshi Popo. So Light first pick Cigarette.
It's not looking good for our heroes, but he got it. He got it. I believe in him.
Now, we saw this combo come out earlier from Richard Genesis Ross with Empyrean. It is both a lot of bulk, you're tanking up for your team, and Genesis Ross could potentially close out a game on his own. And Light this time does not have the free rent to be able to answer this. So hovering, maybe a little bit of injury, or is he going to go all in on the debuff? He's getting that third pick rotation now, so we're going to see him flesh out his strategy here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Do it.
Being hovered.
Light.
And now that Spirit Eye Celine not available, looking a little more viable. Unfortunately,
A bit of a fan
Might be
service
just-
from Light.
yeah, maybe picking a little safer here. Wants to set up the early picks.
Oh!
Ooh, he did it.
He does get locked in.
And
The Tory salesman. The Tory salesman at it
He
again.
does more damage against light units now, so RB gonna put in some work if he gets through.
a lot of work. And still got Tori
Yeah,
for the
his
damage.
buff gives him 60% boosted damage against light units. I mean, I know light units are taking over the metagame, but does he need 60%? That's a whole lot.
Okay, let's RNG, man. Let's just RNG it.
Just looking to take light down a peg, limit the speed, and of course, Afternoon Soak Flan does come out, so looking to just capture that first turn advantage and play a slow game, dragging light into the mud.
Yeah, very well said. We've seen this combo in the past, not as prevalent nowadays, but the Heart Seti, when combined with that Afternoon Soak Flan, if it gets through that first turn initiative where you activate that, early dual attack from the Flan, a lot of times very, very strong start. Is he gonna lock it in?
Yeah, that combo. Our city starts. Toshi Popo is going to pull ahead.
Scoot out
Oh,
of here.
Light. Already having the damage source, puts himself in trouble somewhat, unless they can pull off something amazing for pick 4 and 5.
Adventurer Ross. Okay, the classic.
Okay. He's getting outshone by some of the other tanks, like the newly introduced Estelle, but this guy, G-Clef Valky, we've seen in past E7WCs that Tori Roz is just a match made in heaven. His mitigation suits her perfectly, and he still brings a lot of utility to the table.
And Arwell. Okay, this is Estelle 2.
Oh, Light is going for double tank here. He's
Wow.
playing protect the hyper carry Tori here. Just looking to protect the Tori, let her play the game, try to get her into stealth as soon
Stealth
as
too.
possible, and just survive against all of the single target damage threat. Especially, he's trying to survive against the seal from Genesis Ross.
Gonna be a lot of barriers on Tori. Keeping our
BBK.
city
That's
time.
interesting.
So Toshi Popo is going to prepare some
Now we can
damage.
escape.
That's some
Wow,
blood
he
on her
insta-banned.
sword. Karin shows up.
Okay. She's kind of looking like a worse RB these days, but man, she was also a threat in her prime. Fifth pickup there from Toshi Popo. Round 2 of the Lunatic Draft.
Yeah.
Oh, Arbiter Vildred.
I wasn't sure. I was trying to think if BBK was threatening enough that you banned her over Flan, but I think you banned the Flan. And now we pray for RNG. Let's see the turn order.
Also being added.
Let's see the turn order.
So it's Tori time.
Will
for Light.
we lose to bad RNG?
Are you done playing hero?
Let's start round 2. Toshi Popo, Harseti shuffles.
This seems decent.
The
As we
turn order
discussed, the
does
name
This
of the
seems
game
decent.
is
I mean, like, Emily getting her S3 up is not the best thing in the world, but there's a lot of worse things that could have happened, right? Oh my god. Dude. Thank God. Thank God, Ross. Wait, no, wait. Oh my god. Is it good? No, he still gets barrier from Ross, right? I was like, thank God you can't get CR push on her Seti turn, because if that dual tech pushed Ross up, I would have been so tilted. RTA draft tool bot? No, I don't really use this.
And put up our defense as well as our resistance buff in that Indomitable, putting down a little bit of injury onto that Arrowell so the shields won't be as thick.
I'll protect this world.
Already the G-Rod.
Wow, he doesn't even need the S2 to proc the Ross barrier now.
Can you do some work? The barrier goes up.
Decent damage. Arwell taking a lot of the escort chip.
Oh my god!
Like the second failed cascade we've seen.
Don't blame me if you get
Yeah,
hurt.
today.
A little unfortunate for the
This is a hair loss unit, man. Hair loss unit.
Position. He wants to, every Tory turn needs to make big pressure.
Another trial to
Two fears?
overcome.
And unfortunately, the Bloodblade Corinne is going to resist.
Is this Res
Doubling up on
BBK?
this effectiveness buff here for this Arrowell. We need to land the stun.
Resistance.
No, it's Res
This is a
BBK.
resistance BBK.
Oh.
You might as well just proc. No, you're just gonna kill?
Does have a little bit of resist from the buff, but yeah,
Oh,
it could
defense
be
break.
ER
No
indeed.
kill.
Decent
Okay,
damage
no
round.
gab, but this probably still kills, right? If it kills off the escort damage, she shouldn't get a reset though.
Say goodbye to Arrowell. I don't know what's gonna happen, but Most likely, she's getting sent out of here.
Yeah, he's waiting, because that's not killing.
One because she's full HP.
And he pushes past.
Gets another turn though, and no.
Wow, and he broke out of fear, man. This is this is like the worst possible RNG.
Toshipopo getting some good turn order for himself.
Yeah, looking to wait for that perfect timing. There are a whole lot of buffs on the left. You need to wait at least 2 turns for the most of those buffs.
Does land the kill on that Arwell, but if she didn't wake him from that fear, she would have still been sitting pretty. Roz now up to bat.
The G-Ross on the right. We have 2 Rosses on the table.
Oh, very well said, G-Clef. It's been a while since we read Roz in the same field.
I know.
Genesis Roz, no S3 available.
I just noticed that too. Tori!
Okay, well he can't miss with this many buffs.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Sent one packing. One down.
Nice, and then now we S2
Our
into
settings
who?
out, the speed buff is coming into play now. Light's going to be
To
turning
Ross?
up on the game. We're putting our focus onto this Genesis Ross, targeting him down, ganking him with the team. Is it going to be enough? Not quite there
I mean,
yet.
you have to
And
S3
now
here.
Genesis Ross gets to play. Skill 3 will be available. We will
Was it not a
extend
play to
the
proc
defense
the...
buff.
Was it not a play to proc the BBK and then you try to strip with Ross S1? Maybe he doesn't have enough effectiveness. And she has Fairy Tale of a Nightmare. It makes it so all your extra attacks do some fixed damage.
How long?
It's a
Is it
3v3 scenario. G-Roz getting...
Dude, chill.
BBK still has skills available as well. Could be anyone's game. S3 again coming out from the side of Cigarette. Needs the fears to go a little better than the first time around.
Oh, fears
And
that.
it does land on the BBK this time.
That's the important factor. Doesn't have the S2.
You seem to offer nothing.
Just slashes into himself. I guess his
Has the
past
chance to make
self?
a play here. Skill 2 still available for him. Can get an extra turn and a little bit of damage.
Hey, yo. Yeah.
No, going to play very patiently. We're
Cascade.
waiting for our second big ultimate.
Oh, he's just gonna kill the Ross.
That S2 and the S3. Here comes Tori. Another soul burn knocking out a first life.
Shall we burn some rubber?
There's some anchors. G-Ross and that Corinne's still somewhat standing is the problem.
Show me what you've got.
Target this time allowed.
Dropping the soul burn in. Getting the damage. Not going to be able to punch through though.
Okay, Ross has 2 back up.
No attack
As
buff on
S2
her.
now,
Bam,
soul
bam.
burn is gonna also
Bam.
make it more
Got the
available.
death break.
Defense break lands not lethal.
BBK sleeping, okay.
That's close. Corinne's still in fear.
No S3 from Milanov either. 1 turn off.
Oh, soul burn.
Going for the soul. Making a play here. Looking to close out the Genesis Raw.
He's not trying to close out the Genesis Ross, man. What the fuck?
Not even close.
What the fuck?
Has some extra souls though.
We are not killing Genesis Ross. You gotta relax.
That S2 Roz was enough to take out both lives.
You gotta relax, man.
Sneaky crit on the flag bearer, just barely knocking out the Genesis Ross, and now Tori finally
Is
has a
that
chance to
good?
do the thing she's meant to do. We're taking the BBK down to the immortality, and oh man, this is gonna come down to a skill 3 is once
Oh, her
again
S3 is back up,
available.
wow.
We're looking to drop it. Does it strip
Yeah.
the immortality?
It's a third.
First cycling in the...
No! S1, S1, S1!
But there's chance.
I hope you're
I need you to steal that.
Goodbye, Ilinov.
All up to
Practiced.
this Corinne and the fear.
Does she wake up? Oh, Master
One more
of the Nightmare
chance.
Frog.
Master of Nightmare.
One more turn. Doesn't matter. Let's see.
Who's next?
Okay, she's awake.
Oh,
Unlucky. Dude, oh my god.
Let's see. Toshi Popo.
Breaker coming up as well. She's gonna clean the team in half.
Dude, why didn't he S1?
Watch this.
No way. This just happened. Toshi Popo with the win. 2-0 now.
I haven't seen a BBK pop off since the likes of Face Pump, but that is where she really shines that immortality. Of course, he got lucky on that wake up fear, but the lap when she's low health, what a play from Toshi Popo.
Hey, fear's fear. It's not a stun. There's always chance. Oh man, the biggest anchor from Toshi Popo. Light worked all the way through. For that?
He played to his outs. It's just, you know,
Oh,
sometimes
man.
fear, the debuffs, they're not always in your favor. Definitely RNG sided for Toshi Popo. A lot of missed cascades as well for Tori. I don't know if those would have ended up mattering since it did come down to the BBK, but still, the RNG definitely not on his side.
Yeah, but Fear's a lot more. It's not like Niar. There's a lot more chance to break out of it. But it felt like Light played the ABCs correctly, step by step, one at a time. It just came down to Karin getting out of that fear. I mean, before that, Karin was in fear for a couple of turns, but
Yes.
at an important moment, she got out. So it is a
Gentlemen,
2-0.
Toshi Popo, yeah, I was about to say, G-Clef, he's up 2-0 against Light, the favored player. You know, Light is a veteran, so unlike a lot of maybe newer players to this tournament, he's probably got some nerves of steel, but you know, that still might be affecting him. If he loses the next one, he is out of there.
Belian Salome banned. Estelle also banned. And Arunka.
I feel like he should have sent one of those secret S2s into BBK to proc her immortal, because he,
Still shocked?
by the time before that, BBK like
Did not see
took that turn after fear.
He does have that first pick. I mean, this is
He could have he passed up on 2 secret S2s into her. I feel like he should have just proc the
Your
immortal.
life is on the line. Let's get Ruel. If I die, she's gonna bring me right back into the game.
Can you come
Yeah,
back?
she's the loser's bracket kind of safety net in this format.
Can you come back from 0-2? It's a moment where the heroes can be born. Toshi Popo Renak. That's gonna be a fast Renak, I have to say.
Yeah, but I feel like he overkilled the Ross.
Yulha. Most of those Game 1 heroes are allowed now. Yulha.
Like, I swear he had the damage to kill the Ross without having to secret S2 into him each time.
Oh,
Light?
might hovering some pressure. If an mid gets locked in this early, you know you're putting, you know, the gas on the pedal. Takoli,
Totally.
very similar fashion.
Lady
Oh my
Ka-
God,
okay,
Light is
we're
coming out the
going.
gate.
Let's just call it unlucky. He got unlucky. He got 15% and then missed the fear.
I'm going back to my roots. You guys have seen me as a turn 2 player for too long. Time to return to my roots as a cleaver, but Zio does get locked in. This is where it's going to get very, very troublesome for Light, though. Still a lot of Zio bridges available. I don't think Lidica, even with the speed imprint, is expected to be able to take on a Zio. So as long as Toshi Popo could follow up correctly here, I'm not sure Light has too many ways out. But this is Toshi Popo's game to lose.
Successor
Well,
Taeyu.
speaking of Zio bridges, Successor Taeyu, a great option there when he gets activated from the likes of Zio or any combat ready to push back. This guy is doing some damage.
Light. I'm sure he was up against this type of pressure before. Up on the
And
main
I'm very
stage.
impressed with Toshi Popo. I was kind of speaking, you know, not disrespectfully, but I did say, you know, Light was kind of the guy to watch out for. But Toshi, 2-0 here, and putting pressure on in the draft. Here we go. Melissa being hovered, Lone Crescent Bologna, of course, on the 4th pick spot. Very, very strong hyper carry.
I do have some thoughts about this Toshi Popo player as well, but you know, I was reminded I was a caster, so anything I say could be construed as caster's curse. I'll say it after the series ends, but so far, I will say it looks like his drafts are comfortable. It looks like his picks make sense, and in a scenario like this is all you can ask for. You know, maybe once in a while you'll get out drafted, but hey, if RNG...
Charlotte! Oh no!
Charlotte! Okay!
Yeah, I got some heavy buffs, but we still haven't seen a lot of her played.
Dude, her heavy buffs are ass, man. She's used an Earth Expedition.
Bringing out the Fire Charlotte on 5.
Now, this is the type of pick that we see from Light
In this world,
rarely, but oftentimes it does work out. Will it work out again in top 16 of E7 Masters? Pirate Flan locked in from Toshi Popo. Oh, I can hear your
That's the
brain.
default bridge.
Oh, well banned out. Oh.
Well,
Is
no,
this-
I
is
mean,
this
you
okay?
kind of have to when you're playing a cleave like
Yeah.
this with no extinction. take out the revive, take out any stabilizing mechanic Light may have. I think Toshipopo got that first turn, and all you really need is for your Pirate Captain plan to really come through and land the things she needs to land. I mean,
Zio's here.
RNGs did not treat Light so kindly before. Does he reply in kind here?
Maybe he'll forget the soul burn. Maybe he'll forget to soul burn. Let's see.
Ready with some souls.
You remembered the soul burn. Very unfortunate.
Soul burn.
That's right, doesn't want to mess with any RNG. Make sure we get that pushback on the Charlotte. Activation from the Flan. Push up for his team. Renock. Ready to do some damage.
I don't recall exactly, but Charlotte does do a lot of damage, and she got the crit buff as well, right? Guaranteed hit.
She
it's
gets
a
a
crit.
lot of counterattack now as long as she has a buff on top of her head. And
Okay.
Dude, Elbrus isn't doing anything. The Charlotte has no buff. It's single target.
to play around with
It's single target. She can't do anything. No!
looking real bad for Light.
Bad. Yeah, not only is it already looking bad, look at the turn order. You still have a lot of potential for push-ups. Just all turns coming up. Toshi, superhuman activated now for the school nurse Gulha. If things couldn't get worse for Light.
Oh, man.
Always exacts its toll.
Go, getting Super
Everything's the
Saiyan.
result of your
Here's a
choices.
pirate.
Oh,
plan.
man.
Really
Oh, she got hit. Oh, she 15%ed?
Does hold on.
She 15%ed. Wait, this is big news. Big news.
Yeah, she gets some rebuttal. She's staying alive. Oh, but
Now that she 15%ed, she can die like a dog.
are not coming.
Time to
Or
think.
like Toshipopo still Renock had Pilfer too.
I like this. Yosemite
Proposed? Okay, look at that big Elbrus. Boom, 5k damage.
Press me.
That bomb is still on her.
An oversight. Central wrap things up momentarily.
Who do you target? Light.
Oh man, this is a tough scenario for Light. I mean, if he could, I'm sure he will target every character, but goes for the Zio first. We're looking to take out the single target hitters. Does take him out, so
Renock
2v3
so
scenario already.
fast.
Oh, Jesus.
That damage is off the Renock as one is
That's so much.
And since Bologna's
Do you think S1 kills LCB?
going down.
Let's find out.
He has to go for the hit. Does it land the
Uh,
kill? It does. Bologna won.
Unlucky, 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 unlucky. Unlucky.
GG 3-0.
Oh, what you gonna do?
No way.
Controlled all the way when you have Zio. Available
I would
with
like
the
to
soul.
Unlucky, what you gonna do?
The players, Toshipopo, my god, a 3-0 over Light E7. Just had the draft in order. All 3 games included, not just this one. He just looked like the dominant player.
07.
I can finally say the thing I couldn't say earlier. Man, we saw Toshipopo take, I mean, it was a buy over KHM. He won over KJ. I mean, he's just going through all of the community's favorite players right now. If you like an underdog story, chat, show your support. This man is cooking.
He's a veteran too. We've seen him in
What
a lot
a
of previous
match.
tournaments, but this is by far his best results to date.
Ah.
It's also because
hate to see
was
it.
able to react to the picks of Light. Like the Tori hyper carry, it could have been done, but without that Karin, I don't think Toshipopo would have survived
So,
that.
Just like Valky, I was holding my tongue a bit. I didn't know like the stats on this Estelle when you guys were saying like low crit damage. I also knew Light was complaining about the photogenic thieves behind Boxerunka, giving him a lot of trouble in the ladder, and you see it come into full effect here. Toshipopo plays beautifully, has that recursion, the revive on the Ruel, and just Light could not handle the damage put out from this ignored damage sharing hyperkill.
That's very well put, and you really got to hand it to Toshipopo. He just game plan. It feels like his game plan came together a lot better than Light's, especially for game 1 and game 3. I know in this game 2, Light played it as perfectly as he could have, and luck just swung it the other way, but you got to give it to Toshi. Game 1 and 3.
I'm pretty sure he turbo tilted in game 3. I'm pretty sure he turbo tilted.
BBK coming out, soul burn
I'm gonna
activated.
close my eyes.
Don't
Yeah,
close
that
them,
one
G-Bud.
hurts
It's
to
about
watch,
to
I'm
be
not gonna
over.
lie.
That's some rated R moments right there.
You
So
just
much
hate
blood.
seeing a player play real well all
So
match
much
and then
blood.
just get robbed like that. And game 3, that's just tough. You know, you fought real hard for 2 games, and then the 3rd game you says, okay, maybe enough characters banned, time for me to pump up.
That fire Charlotte on 5 was a tilt pick for sure.
I got trapped.
Oh, that's the moment. Oh, what a painful moment too. But please be respectful for all our players, as I always remind you, chat, please. They're here for a reason, and because they're good, they were able to participate round top 16 in the world. That's a big achievement. I will call my mom if I get into top 4,000.
I'm putting it on the fridge.
I will put it on the fridge. I will screenshot, print it out, scan it all the way back, and code it. Go to Staples, code it, and put it on the wall for the next 100 years, for the next generations to come.
Okay, I don't care about the Twitch Pop interview. I want to VOD analysis. Because BBK starts. Wait, okay, let's see this. Let's see the S2s. I want to see if he had the room to S2 into BBK.
Does land the kill on that R? Well,
sorry.
Okay, so he kills Harsetti here.
Harsetti's out, the speed buff.
Because he has guaranteed Cascade next turn, right?
Going up on the game, we're putting our focus onto this Genesis Ross, targeting him down, ganking him with the team. Is it going to be enough? Not quite there yet. And now Genesis Ross gets to play. Skill 3 will be available. We will be extending this.
It's RNG either way. He has to silence pushback, I think.
Keeping our team in the game. 8,000
heal. He still has skills available as well.
So he gets the fear here.
Doesn't have the S2.
You seem to offer nothing.
Just slashes into himself.
Make a play here. Skill 2 still available. Very patiently. We're waiting for our second.
Okay, so here you kill the Ross.
Yeah, he wants to lead straight from that S2 into the S3. Here comes Tori. Another soul burn knocking
Yeah, he definitely needed the first. He definitely needed the first S2 to kill the Ross. That one's fine. But like, I feel like this one you just hit BBK. No, like she's about to take her turn. You just hit BBK. She's about to take her turn. You're dead anyways if she moves. So you might as well proc her immortal.
And that
then you only have to play one fear win con.
Dropping the soul burn in. Getting the damage. Not going to be able to.
That is a lot of damage though. Maybe he was worried about not killing.
As S2 now, soul burn is gonna also make it more available.
Defense break.
Or was he trying to greed kill on this specific turn? Even if he gets kill on this turn though. It doesn't really matter, right? It all comes down to BBK and whether or not he gets to strip the immortality.
Looking to close out the Genesis Ross, or the Adventurer Ross rather, not with the damage.
Not even close.
No, that not killing doesn't really matter because he just killed with Sigurd S1 anyways. Oh, S1 BBK and silence her? Maybe.
Damage.
Not even close.
No, but wasn't Tori cuts Ross anyways. Tori would have cut Ross.
Target this time allowed.
Dropping the soul burn in, getting the damage. Not going to be able to punch through though.
Less buffs. No attack buff.
As S2 now, soul burn is gonna also make it more available.
Defense break lands not lethal.
That's close. Corinne still in fear.
No S3 from Milanov either. One turn off.
Oh, soul burn. Going for the soul, making a play here, looking to close out the
right? Yeah, he trolled.
The Adventurer Ross rather, not going to be enough damage.
Light hooked out off of the back.
Light.
When the sneaky crit on the flag bearer, just barely knocking out the Genesis Ross, and now Tori finally gets a chance to.
No, one more thing besides that is, I was thinking he doesn't press S3 this turn. I didn't say it, but I was thinking that he doesn't press S3 this turn and just extend the Ross barrier.
But the damage that Poked out. Off of the back.
Get this time.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, no, for sure. I mean, because Flag Cigarette strip, you want that to happen on the S3, but you have to account for the immortality, right? Okay, wait. Let's see, because if he S1's BBK this turn and he kills Ross with Tori, does he ever have time to proc the immortality is the question? Because you want to proc the immortality before Cigarette S3s, right? Because he procced it with Tori on this turn, so no, he wouldn't have had time.
When the sneaky crit on the flag bearer just barely knocking out the Genesis Ross, and now Tori finally gets a chance to do the thing she's meant to do. We're taking the BBK down to the immortality, and oh man,
maybe he wanted the speed buff though.
Back of that S2 Ross was enough to take this for
Rather not going to be enough damage.
Not even close.
He might have wanted the speed buff. He might have wanted the speed buff on the Cigarette. Otherwise, I think BBK gets cut by Cigarette.
When the sneaky crit on the flag bearer just barely knocking out the Genesis Ross, and now Tori finally gets a chance to do the thing she's meant to do. We're taking the BBK down to the immortality, and oh man,
Okay, maybe BBK wasn't cutting.
BBK down to the immortality, and oh man, this.
I don't know, man. I feel like we should have held. I feel like we should have held.
We're looking to drop it. Does it string the immortality?
It's a third.
First cycling in.
I feel like we should have held. Unlucky, man. I heard they said some wild shit during the in between, but I'm not gonna go back and look for it. Maybe I will look for it. Let's see what we missed out on.
네, 리버서스나 이제 글로벌 대회에서도
Okay, we don't care about the NBA.
Oh, he was feeling okay. He was feeling just okay. He had full trust, I'm sure, in his heart. My Bloodblade Karin is going to come out of here and break all the legs. So, 2 matches. What did you guys think so far? 5 games, 3 games. Very different, right? From compared to a few weeks ago. Right, Aki?
Right, very different, and you got to really hand it off to these guys. These guys were game planning, practicing, and we're seeing the fruitions of that. Show me more RB games, though. That's my only ask.
Oh, yes. Car, anything else before we go to break?
Same thing, more RB, more new units already out the gates. A huge upset, a lot of exciting matches. Just give us some more of it.
We're only halfway through. E7 Masters win continue. We have a little bit of break, guys.
Okay, we're taking a break. We're gonna mute this. Let's get some stuff done. What can we do? We can do arena. Yeah, it's single elim. Very unfortunate. It was certainly a choice to make the. It was certainly a choice to make the qualifiers double elim and then have this be single elim. But it is what it is. 93%. Wow, let's quick battle. I can turn my game sound back on. I'm pretty sure this is like one guy. I keep on seeing people using Blue Ida. It's very funny.
실력 좀 볼까? 헐뿐이 정이군요. 평화를 위해서라면 기꺼이 악인이 되어버리죠. 밤의 어둠보다도 깊게 노이아스의 이름으로 축제가 열리면 함께 춤추자. 영원한 어둠 속에서 지독히 마녀의 하시는 너희 모두 내 눈앞에서 사라져.
Ooh, look at that. I got the set already. All death breaks.
지워지지 않아.
The arena's gonna be so comfy. Until I get outsped, but as long as I'm not getting outsped, arena's gonna be so comfy. Why are people dying to this? Slow me. Shalome is not geared? Why is she missing a chest? Who has it? The hell? Oh shit, I didn't mean to double click. Speed set. Oh, this is... Wait, is she still ungeared, or is this just imprint circuit? Dude, they need to fix that, man. I don't... Very annoying.
귀엽게 노는군요. 당신의 운이 어디까지일지 시험해보자. 어디 한번 받아봐. 한꺼번에 덤벼.
Oh wait, she's dead. I can just soul burn. Very good.
가엾게도 떨고 있구나. 방황하는 꼴이 안쓰럽구나. 너를 순환으로 이끌어주마.
Okay, 3 more minutes.
영속의 자비가 깃들기를. 이쪽입니다. 이것만이 뭐야? 이것이 바로 수라의 방식이다. 기억해두는 게 좋을걸?
Wow, the win rate on this is so low. I guess people are just getting outsped. It also might be that the Briar into Bunk is really inconsistent. The new set's gonna help with that a lot. You know what? Let's quick battle.
날 기다려도 불경하군요.
You think people's camels are killing themselves on the Yoha? What if this Yoha's not in the front? And the camel just kills himself.
네 욕망이 보여.
I think I was trying for Lana into this, was not that hot. That was kind of annoying to deal with. I don't feel like racing Conk. I don't... Are we really racing Secret? Is that the play? Let's quick battle.
견딜 수가 없네.
Unlucky, let's try again. Bad RNG, yeah? Yeah, bad RNG, bad RNG. This one is just beat on Bellion. Bidom Bellion. Not geared. Oh, I'm missing 3F. I'm missing 3F. Oh shit, we're back.
Oh
wow, look at this code that nobody knew about.
E7M Masters hashtag R16 D1 drop. Watch tomorrow's
Totally unknown code that we did not have already.
Constantly reminding you because tomorrow is the only day where we have a double in a single weekend. Because we took a break last week, we're having a double. Make sure to come back tomorrow as well if you want to fight, because we have the other side of the bracket waiting for us. So that's the coupon. Are we ready for some exciting times? I think in terms of balance in the entire game, there will always be complaints, but I think in terms of the variety of pool of heroes that we can play, it's actually kind of crazy how large the pool is. It's like a lake, it's like an ocean big time right now. So let's talk a little bit more about our players for match 3. Oh, before that, Mid-Nova versus Hazama Ray is the next one coming up.
Who did I pick? I picked Hazama Ray and Fan, I think.
Completed. Now it comes down these 4. Mid-Nova, Hazama Ray, Omega, Fan. Oh man, and the winners go up against each other again. This is a crazy bracket here.
These are some huge names.
I don't know. I honestly, I'll be satisfied with whichever winner's bracket we have from out of these 4 names. This is kind of crazy. Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely the way it's trending. These matches have been so good. I almost don't mind, like, you know, whoever wins and loses doesn't matter. I'm just here to see good matches. And with any of these guys making it, we're guaranteed to see even better matches.
Big name Hazama Ray, holding the crown in history. Omega for the first time in that top 16, the main matches. Mid-Nova, the only Korean player.
And he hasn't dropped a single match out of all the players in the tournament so far.
Oh, wow.
Valky, like he's pretending like he's surprised about the code drops.
Here he is. The only sole Korean player surviving in the top 16.
Will Hazama Ray kill Korea's last hope yet again?
He had some really cool picks, and it was convincing, right? It was convincing us with Lethe, lots of Lua, Control, And he made it work. That's the thing. It was not a fail. It was all wins over the board. Can you do it again, though? Against Hazama Ray?
Is he the Korea Slayer?
I don't know.
I think the thing I really like about Minoru is if you look at his pre-bans, all the other players set up pre-bans to play in their comfort zone. You know, they ban away cleavers, they ban away OP characters. But Minoru, I think his pre-ban slot is more dedicated to target banning his opponents, which shows he has such a wide comfort zone, and it definitely syncs up with the narrative that he's just playing.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Condition, and I just want to see more of that going forward.
Well said, Valky. Here's Hazama with that ice area.
Well, speaking of peak condition, I think Hazama came out the gates not in peak condition, actually dropping his very first match 0-2 to CYY. And he's actually the first beneficiary of the losers bracket where he got a salty run back and beats him back 2-0. So very, very strong showing from Hazama, but maybe a rocky start.
Yeah,
How strong Minoru was, he's got his work cut out for him.
Rocky start, you said. It's kind of the opposite of Minoru, right? Hazama shows some funky draft that didn't really make much of a sense to all of us, right? There were lots of questions in the chat saying, like, what is this draft? And he did lose a couple of those rounds because
Crown of Glory Bossarunka, my bad.
Peak form, like he was before, or if not,
Okay, not that it did anything. He's squishy to matter.
He's got a chance.
Thank you, thank you.
So I think that's a really good story.
I don't know how many more haul videos I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do one for ROL.
At spring, but the title.
I gotta think about it. I was thinking maybe one for ROL and then one for the mid level. Because okay, the top 100 team this time is super whale. Like you need 3 ML5s for it.
That king crown.
But the most recent, the new Starborn moment. We saw a glimpse of it from Minoru in the groups. Can we do? If
The top 3 team last rotation was also pretty well.
Then I think he gets a stand.
Or maybe not top 2. The top 1 team last time was really well.
But it is a hard hill to climb. Here we go. Lady of the Scales, Diane, Notos, Harsetti, banned. Minoru with the first pick.
No Notos on the board is a little interesting. I've kind of mentioned earlier that some players have been letting him through, as we saw in game 1. But he's still such a threat, and I know there's not a lot of time still, you know, to practice, especially in these big tournaments. So no surprises. Just get him out of there, even if his win rate is dropping a bit.
Okay, man. You also needed a plus 30 Queen's Whistle.
Yeah, numerically speaking, Perfumer Biblis is the highest win rate character in the rank ladder at the moment, especially.
Damn, I forgot how to cleave RB.
So going to want to hold it back with the Bossarunka, Nurse Yoha combo.
Yeah, plus 30 whistle.
If we're still going for the same flowchart, or if there's a little bit more adaptations on board now that we have the buffed up characters, we have Chalamet, and you know we have Arbiter Village. So many different.
Oh, I didn't say it was more whale than this rotation. This rotation's definitely more whale.
Going very standard. For Hazama, almost.
It also sucks that Ken was in attacks. Well, okay, if Ken was proper HP scaling, then the Salome Yoha team was probably stronger.
Shuffle some pages and show your homework. I'm sure Minoru was really well prepped. Estelle.
Oh yeah.
Another high tier.
We are tanking down.
Tanking down.
When you get 2 of the best survival supports and tanks in the game, I mean, doesn't really beat a Hyper Carry in 3. Though personally, I have to say, I'm not a biggest fan of single target Hyper Carries being slammed into the Bossarunka. I feel like that's always a little bit dangerous, but I'm sure Minoru is cooking. I've learned not to doubt.
Oh yeah.
Might have some.
The Bellions for fun. The Bellion is for fun.
Damage.
Can you go Senya?
Decreased defense in there.
I haven't seen the actual rotation. I have to look. Because I don't know if we can route Senya, right? Because we couldn't route Senya into the other setup.
It's Tori. How do you get Tori?
So that's a great identification, Jigglypuff. He wants the Nance, you know, that is not weak to Tori, but also can benefit from maybe the likes of superhumanization, as he's setting up. And speaking of, disciplinary prefect Arya could be a perfect combo with that Eula.
And Salome.
Timothy Chalamet action as well, coming out on 4 for Hazama.
Very strong.
Oh, and this is a very, very difficult draft for Minoru to navigate through because Well, I mean, when you get a reviver like Nurse Yoha or Ruel, Salome always complicates your opponent's targeting order, because do you go for the Nurse first? Do you go for the Salome first? If you get one, I mean, you don't get the other. They're gonna bring one back. They clone the other one, and then they get another character back. It's so much tempo just being completely turned around, and she's just such a sneaky character. You don't think of her as like the sustain for the longer fight, but she can kind of do it all.
Minoru, during the groups, had some ROL to more protection if it was required.
Because I was wondering if you have like
Banned out from the
the timing.
Some Luna, some Zetsuka.
I was wondering if you have the timing to like have the speed buff wear off, but that adds attack you right before you go in, so kind of annoying.
Wanting a little more damage, as we discussed, right? Single target, Tori, not the best in the likes of Aruka. And hey, let's add another hyper carry to the mix in the form of Monarch of the Sword Ice Area. We got some reach, we got some counters on deck.
When both characters known for their injury into 4 thick bruisers like this, I mean, they're going to put in work. So no matter what Hosma Ray bans, Minoru's found a really good 4th, 5th pick combo right there.
Let's roll.
Cigarette
Let's roll.
For Hosma Ray, a very strong tanky team overall on the right. Estelle is the ban.
Yeah, bans out that mid, wants to make sure that with, you know, his solo hyper carry that he can land the kills when he needs to. Has a lot of options with that Salome, as we discussed.
Why is my Ellen even
can't
geared?
leave that on the board when we don't have access to, you know, a lot of cleanses.
Still very beefy, right? And a single target. Lots of
330 let it go, true.
With just Biblis, who can heal.
Oh, she does it all, G.
Yeah. But can she survive with the team on the left? Salome, start. Hosma Ray, super tanky Salome.
What is your name?
Another Yulha. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Vitals check. Looking good.
Oh, my Mort's missing an artifact.
Now, wakey wakey. Time better spent elsewhere.
Now there's
Yeah, we
Arya
even got 10 souls on our side. This is how these snowballs start get rolling. Dropping the first soul.
Shall face my iron fist.
This one's gonna hurt.
Boom! Oh, Jesus. Where did she go?
Get that Estelle out of there. Now we can start knocking out those hyper carries. And look at this, we still have another Yula.
Now he has a couple of choices here. You can drop it on the Salome and start rotating her turns, but I mean, is there a universe where you can just greed it, save it, so when the Arya is out of superhuman, I mean, she's back at it again, right? That can't hurt.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say greed, just more like he's in a commanding position. Let's slow play it a bit.
Some Venoms.
And you know, that's not one of the benefits of superhumanized Arya we talk about. The Venoms does come in, and usually it puts so much damage down on these high HP characters. But when you have that barrier with the double HP Arya, it's gonna mitigate so much of your damage. And Tori goes, but barely breaks halfway on this boss Aruka. She's holding it down.
With vigor, Melona. Not quite.
Still alive, and you still have that Yulha, you know, safety net of her S3 can also be used as a revive mechanic. Get this wall back up again and just...
Dude, this Arya is just permanently superhuman. That's so funny.
On Tori.
It almost looks like he's just going to run over this Tori right here. No snowball, no wind rider means no stealth, and that now she's vulnerable to being targeted down.
Double hit.
In need of a thrashing.
Uh-oh.
Pow, right in the kisser. Oh, still alive. Barely.
Not for long.
Yula still holding. Oh, going again.
Like you said, Car, we're going to be pumping it in now, defibrillating our boss Arunka. Just fully, oh no, we're just fully recharging the Emma Arya. We're going all in. Oh my goodness, Hosma Ray knows when it's time to go.
That's right, he wants to lock it out. He could have maybe gone for a different play in terms of survivability, but I think his overwhelming advantage here, he just wants to press the advantage, and this is where he has identified another soul burn.
Drops it in on the Biblis.
My
Takes her out of one hit as well. GG is called.
Wow, you're not gonna believe in
Guys,
the.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't
if
believe in
it's
her
okay to
either.
Zap a person twice.
You mean like blow them out of a building? Oh, you mean the superhuman?
Yeah, the
Yeah, she
superhumanization.
just shoot defibrillators to
When
the
the-
heart.
when
And
the
I'll tell you
person is
what, she
already
has a
standing
big
with
chest
full
and a strong
HP.
heart. I'm sure Emma Aria, out of all characters, can handle it, guys.
G-Club's worried
Oh.
about the health of our own units. I see. But no, well played. What a perfect combo. And we're just seeing the strength of Salome as well. We already knew about the Yulha Arya combo, a match made in heaven. But you add in that extra safety net. And by the way, she can do a lot more than just that combo too. So just amazing play from Hazamare. And that definitely shakes off, you know, the shaky start that we thought he might be having.
The moment Hazama saw that Tori lock, because Midnoru had the first turn, had to show that third pick early. Hazama feels ready. So, okay, there's a slight issue in game between Midnoru and Hazama. So
Slight issue.
a couple of minutes for us to get back. Yeah, stay hydrated. That's very important for not just us, everyone. Yeah, slightly more coffee. For me too. So, I think some time here. So I think this is a big problem for Midnoru. He usually who
Wait,
excels in
am I
game
trolling?
1, shows his prep, and does well. In the following games, showing extra things, extra cards. But his game 1 plan was out of the way. With Salome, Hazamare seemed like he's very confident. Valky, do you think this is okay for Midnoru going forward?
I think he definitely needs to find his footing again, because as the series drag on, it usually favors faster players, because I think there are just more varieties of openers. You have Sea Phantom Politis, Conqueror.
Because this is
both
a
of which we didn't
cash
even get to see
game,
today,
cash
and
game.
They enable a lot of good, fast, aggressive draft, and I think it's definitely more Hazama favored in a longer series. So Minoru needs to be able to like make a reverse sweep right away, because if it goes to a game 5, I'm not feeling his vibe.
Yeah. Hazamare, in terms of hero pulls, I mean, Midnoru can always put out something clutch. We've seen some of those.
Dude, where do I craft mod
one
gems?
of
Is that in
Zenith,
the steeple?
Biblis, Lethe was really cool. A lot of ROLs going slightly sidetracked, but coming out with a win.
Or is it in the sanctuary?
But he's up for a much bigger challenge.
Yeah,
this time.
steeple is in the
Hazamare seems
sanctuary. XD.
drafting
Where do I?
like,
I don't have
nothing
enough
out of
gems.
Crazy, just Salome on what he was good at with. So, because we have some time, we will have another reminder on the event that we have.
God
Not
of Battles
watch
Coliseum. I should probably do that this
doesn't
weekend.
matter. Try this out. It's in season. It's like you're playing a RTA, but with a very smart E7 AI. And don't be surprised. Well, don't be surprised how easy it is at first, and it will get you. I spammed RV like the first 4 games, and then I lost on the 4th. And then that's the moment you go like, you can actually ban pick against me, right?
Yeah, the bot is really smart. So when you get to the higher levels, and if you're stuck against any of the stages, you know, guys, do you guys maybe know there's a broadcast somewhere out there? There's a live stream with maybe really good RTA drafts. Any ideas come to mind, guys? Because some players are going to get stuck for sure.
Nothing rings the bell for me. We surely don't know who you're talking about. We surely don't know, right? Okay.
Well, I mean, I think there are plenty of good drafters. We're on
Legend
the
RTA guides.
So if you're ever stuck in the mode and you need some ideas, I mean, every single meta unit is available as a support unit in the game mode. So, I mean, just look at the stream, guys. See what the pro players are picking. Just follow their drafts. And, hey, if the AI was able to solve it, well...
Legend
know
RTA
exactly
guides.
How to beat it and how their opponent should have adapted to their strategies.
Yeah, it's a...
Okay, we're
pretty big
foddering all
difference,
my
and
revenge gems.
I
This
think
is just
it'll
not a
take
real
some
set.
time for you to grind and get through all the way. You're ranking up every single time.
I think I have
So
revenge
it's a
boxes
really fun
anyways.
seasonal. And by the way, props to Epic 7 team and Director Talk for changing a lot of UIs, a lot of in-game, putting a lot of focus in E7 Masters as well. So wanted to have a big shout out.
Dude, can we get to the match?
Not just that, having a lot of cool ways to connect with the players.
What's going on? Production.
Also chat allowed for watching. Yeah, that's another one that needs a little bit of a fix as well. But I'm sure that will be fixed really soon. So we had an issue with the room currently, but we are remaking the room, and because the game 1 has been already finished, we're going through all this quick process.
Hurry it up, production.
Selecting the heroes again, doing the same pre-ban, same ban pick, and then once we go in, we will have to one side concede and then go into game 2. So that's taking a little bit. Yeah, we had to remake the entire room. Sorry about that, but gave us some chance to talk about.
It's okay, you're forgiven, G-Clef.
I know the devs are watching, and not just the Korean side, especially the global side. Chat! This is the time for you to type, what else do you want in-game? What else do you want in-game in the future? What would you like to see? What do you like currently in-game?
More Hall of Trials. Yep, I'm like the only person who wants that, but more Hall of Trials, thanks.
Tell us all about it. We want to hear your opinion as well. I know it takes a couple of seconds. It's a question out of the blue, so they might be thinking, oh. Let's not start
Let me
with
just remind
something
chat,
with
after that first set, we still have not had a free rerun, guys. Alright, so if you've ever thought, wow, this free character looked really strong,
that might take
maybe
some time.
This is the time for you
Delete
to
Resonance. Delete Resonance. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh, specialty change. I know. What was the last specialty change that we had?
Years.
What was it? Inos? No.
Yeah, people should be forced to speed tune for a 3rd rotation. So true.
So see, we can't even remember how long the last
Amiki?
Amiki, yes, Amiki.
That's like a year and a half ago, isn't
right?
it? It's Amiki, right?
Yes, Amiki. Yes, I think so. It's been a long time, so I think it's about time. Hirado. Surely will be the next one. Hirado, and the next one, he will have hair.
Super Saiyan hair, yeah.
And then when he gets super humanized, his hair grows even further. Might be a pretty good idea for April Fools or something. Hasol? I'm liking the ideas. Lots of titles. Young Jurado? That's a really cool idea too. I love it. RTA shop, I know that's been asked for years and years.
We're not getting an RTA shop, man.
No? RTA shop? Yep.
You're not getting an RTA shop. That's for sure.
Oh, Penelope lover! Oh, I know there are a lot.
I do not like the way he said that.
Interesting specialty change with the amount of resource characters we have in the game now.
Oh, gear inventory increase. That's already. I'm pretty sure that's in the list of things. What I've heard a couple of things. Why not just make it infinite? There are things called resources in game that might break your phone. So they're limiting in a way so that it doesn't like break your phone. The game shouldn't break your phone. As the game is always having bigger patches, right? So it can't just
meaningful choice, as they say.
More data. If it's way too much data running at the same time, it gets your device or the PC to use a lot more brain power, which is CPU gets your mobile device very hot. Running your battery could also be dangerous in a way. Could also be having your game stuck in that moment. So technical issues, it's one of the harder issues than you think, is what I heard from the developer like a year and a half ago. So there's a bit of an answer for that. And so they need to like clean things out, like those disk clean things before you actually increase the storage. Yeah, with the new sets. Oh, let's talk about the new sets.
Yeah, the game has gotten noticeably more laggy since they've increased inventory space. Because the game, like,
50%,
it's the way the game loads all your stuff makes stuff really laggy sometimes.
I feel like that's one of the weaker sets for a while. Because it's not as good.
I think they've mentioned it before. Just the way that like the game handles loading stuff just makes it very laggy sometimes.
you're most likely putting it on your like 250, 260 speed, high effectiveness characters, maybe like a Fumir. But most of the characters that really care about their debuffs are already at 100% at this point in the game. So it's really hard to justify that. And it doesn't bypass 15%, so...
Okay, let's get into the match. Let's get into
We're
it.
back in game. Thanks for the wait, everyone. And thanks for the answer, Valky. We had to recreate the room and restart all over. So it took some time, but here is what we just talked about. Frieren.
Speaking of collabs, Frieren. And just a
get
standout
that
unit
first
for
pick
this
right
entire
away.
tournament.
This has been hyper carry. She basically carries.
Damn, I just got
every single game she's been in
3k,
so far.
2.5k modification cores. I haven't extracted in so long.
Rebellion was banned from mid-Noru, so this seems to be a step towards the direction. Arbiter Mildred!
And there he is.
Early Arby.
From Hazamare. I
Love
like
to
it.
see it with the skin.
This
I know
is
a lot
my
people
type
don't
of
like the
draft.
skin.
Lock in Arbiter
man.
Mildred, and then think about the rest.
That's how G Club does it.
I'm sure that's me. I'm sure that's not Hazamare for sure. That's
Hey, you got the
certainly
mind
not.
of a champion, G. Let's see what he locks in on too, though. That is a very strong start, but as we discussed, you know, we have to watch out. We need some answers for this Frieren character, because if
Oh.
she's left to her own devices, she just runs rampant.
Oh, Arwell was used by Mid-Noru a couple times. Might be a
Little
steal.
bit of a takeaway
Arwell? Why is
that
Arwell so
at
far
the
to the
very
left?
least, you can
Do you
always
see
put
her?
Frieren above maybe Fish
Why
or
is she all the way over here?
You take away her immunity, and as we saw, like that is a good window to land a kill on that Frieren.
That's Zio ban. It's like Hazama's saying, don't even try to speed contest against me. Minoru was always a player who took full time to
Trust me.
scroll through a lot and then go with the pick. Genesis Ross is the second.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's protecting her.
This RB might just go through. You never know.
Genesis Ross certainly isn't the powerhouse he was maybe like when the tournament first started, especially when you factor in the RB who's getting boosted damage versus both of these light characters. So I'm definitely favored towards Hazamare on the side.
All right, what opener on 3?
Hearing Ilanov means Hazamare doesn't have access to any defense penetration strategies, so really locking that in for himself.
Oh, am I behind? I am behind.
Is that a good
I
sign
really like
or
his
a bad
Ruel
sign?
pre-ban as well. It's something you don't see too often, but it just shows Hazamare has like, you know, the Harsetti plus the Zio, and then the Ruel is just a problem unit. Get it out in the pre-ban area, and now he can kind of flex in the draft, not have to worry about it. We've seen the strength of Spirit Eye Celine. Is this one on photogenic? There is no Estelle, but we'll see the artifact. She's just pumping out big damage in the early sets.
Yeah, some new artifacts are very powerful these days. And Spirit Eye Celine on Hazama's Spirit Eye Celine, by the way. Witch of the Mere Tenebria. Seen some
We're
crazy
thinking about,
Tenebria.
immediately locks it in. Wow, I thought he was just going to consider the possibility of playing it, because when you have a tank in that third pick ban protect slot like Mid-Noru currently has, you're very weak to debuffers like the Witch, like the Flagbearer Sigrid, so just locks it in. Not going to be quite effective versus that Genesis Ross, but I mean, as long as you stop the Frieren snowball from coming in, it's a worthwhile pick.
Ida or Eda in
That'd be an
Korean.
interesting pickup for Mid-Noru. Not only is that good against, you know, Frieren, so he takes it away from his opponent, but very strong against debuffers potentially, as, you know, you get punished a little bit for applying or removing her stealth. Let's see what he takes on 5. How does he round out the draft, this kind of Frieren carry?
Okay, the Festive Ida.
Mid-Noru going for the cleave, anti-cleave. A bit of an activation. If there's a AoE like the Arbiter Vildred. You round out with another Soul Weaver or more damage. Renak, a fast unit at the end.
really like that pick from Minoru because so far there's still no answer for that Arbiter Vildred. I mean, your team is quite tanky and you have a lot of waste and utilities to survive, but you still need to be able to close out Arbiter Vildred and a Spirit Isoline, which is going to be reviving characters. And with the additional splash damage coming in on Renak, she's going to be able to handle both. And speaking of additional damage, make Chloe gets locked in for Hazama Ray. We're looking to just cut that in half. Surely gets banned out here.
Yes, maybe. Since there was question in chat, Festivita's win rate, 17 games, 35.3% win rate so far. Not high at all.
Lower than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, actually has a lot of losses. But Minoru might be a little different. Oh, and need a ban.
Ooh, so the Renak gets through and we don't have that splash mitigation that we talked about. So that could be something Hazama has to watch out for.
Arbiter Vildred. The buff balanced, enhanced. Snake Guy is back in game.
He's back, baby!
He's back from the history
man,
books.
this is a little dangerous for Hazama Ray because this match kind of comes down to whether or not Renak can make a pick on the Spirit Isoline, if she could strip the barrier. I mean, wait, it's Hazama Ray, guys. What if this is just a fast Celine? Does it outspeed the Renak?
Oh, no.
Trust me.
Oh no, it's a really slow Spirit Isoline.
Where is the Spirit Isoline? Oh, there she is.
And Tenebri has 8%
There's gotta
away.
be a lot of information going towards Minoru. He needs to just get that pick right away.
I could take you in my sleep.
Yeah,
Oh,
lock her
Soul
down.
Burn, we do get the strip.
Trying to get away, are you?
You're not.
Can't outrun me.
Going for the early.
Still.
Hops!
Wow!
Do
The
you
6th
have a
sense.
plan for this wet misery?
Keep her alive.
Let me
And that could haunt Minoru in these future turns.
Uh-oh.
As we have a lot of units coming up to help her stabilize.
Yeah, 5 out of 6 from the Tenebria.
Genesis Ross cannot be debuffed, so you're thinking here, do you go for the stun on the free run to further
Unlucky.
stop the damage? And no, we're going to instead to look for the stun on the Empyrean Illanop to stop the cleanse from
Got the
coming in.
stand.
Drops it right on.
Okay, show me it, RV.
Debuffed on the side of Minoru.
And look at that barrier just double dipping off the units like Spirit Isoline. Her health is pretty much completely back to full.
The demon Arbiter Vildred.
Hazama Ray's counting his turns right there, actually trying not to combat readiness push the Genesis Ross, but hits the free rent anyway, so does Ross get the cut? This is going to be a very big turn.
Oh, Tenebria back. This is looking scary. 2 stuns. Still to go through. Minoru.
Really take time to think out every interaction, every turn order. Does decide to rip the S2, get those ruptures on deck.
Shall we end this?
And it's looking quite bad for Hazama Ray because now I think Ross finally gets a pick on the Spirit Eye, and if the damage does line up, I think he's picking off this arrow wall as well, so it's going to be a 4v2 immediately, even though everything is debuffed.
Minoru
There's
going
no
extra
mercy.
safe.
He's sending it.
He's stepping on every stone. I think it has to be now. Should get both, right? Celine and
Yeah.
Ottowell. She is holding the escort. Oh,
Okay,
Josuke
wow.
hold
Just
it.
patient.
Another
Minoru.
trial
Yeah,
to
maybe just
overcome.
expecting to get her off with chip damage. Her S3's already gone, so she'll fall shortly with that escort. Maybe he wants to save it to knock out one of these Arby lives.
I knew we'd meet again.
Oh man, this feels like the highest level Go players. Looking at the board. Oh, the decreased defense.
Dual attack from the Harvey, it's so much damage, even without the attack buff.
That little rupture paying off as well.
Can Freerin
Oh,
kill
that's
everything
Tenebria.
before
Are you action?
which perma CCs her?
Does have
That all?
just going
How
to
long
back.
would which CC even hold? Well, Aura was dying here.
Got enough souls. That RV on the back. This
And
is
honestly, this is where the game begins, because once again, we're ending up in a scenario where it seems like Freerin kind of has this game on lock. Holy Sacrifice does land for the Arrowell. I'm sure Hosmeray's holding on for the Arrowell. If the Arrowell can just make it to that second ultimate, if he could get a stun on the Freerin, get the immunity out, land the blind from the Arbiter Vildred, he would be still in a winning position. That's the turn he's trying to line up here. Oh, and finally, the S3 from the RB attack buff just takes out the Ross, man.
Shredded him. That's that buff.
But Giras has got his own S3.
Guys, Arby's also full focus, so we're gonna get a reset, extra damage on top if he gets another turn.
No more buff for the RB, so no evasion does take it out. He gets the turn, and I think this might be it. You're going to be able to kill the Ross and the Renock here, but I think Freerin just lands the solo. This is a really tough rotation.
I mean, we saw earlier, right? When this Freerin just has the souls, it is very hard to take her out. Actually, Raw's living very barely.
RB's back in game, guys.
Okay, let's soul burn you.
Oh, he has soul burns. I think he actually has one more.
Let's get the S3 back up.
Back in S3, so he needs this to land.
Great.
He is ripping them.
16 souls left on the side of mid.
We have to hard CC her and land Rupture.
Here, I forgot that the souls is going to help the Tenebria reset.
Oh, you hate to see it. Or do we love to see it? Depends on who. Depends on your perspective, I guess. Efres Freerin wins yet again.
You go for the S3, go for the kill, and he's going to do it. He's counting on his Freerin to outpace his RB right here.
Why does the Freerin need to outpace the RB? How is the RB killing her?
Oh, and the counterattack! Ouch! Thankfully, Mana Shield does block all of the damage. Still 19 souls left. Oh man, Minoru clutches it out. Even Sasiri puts himself on the board.
The tension between these two. On another level, back on even footing. 1-1. Oh, Minoru. That was close, but Freerin might just be banned in round 4.
You saw the gears turning in Hosmeray's head. He went for that extreme soul burn back-to-back turns. But I think even if he landed a hard CC, the amount of damage Freerin was pumping out, he had one turn window. Still, like, I think over 10 souls. I don't know. It just seemed like we didn't have a direct Freerin answer. And once again, she runs away with it.
And it really shows. Hosmaray was really playing ahead too. I was wondering why he didn't soul burn the Arbiter Vildred, and I looked at the souls and I'm like, wait a minute. Tenebria can extra turn into the ultimate. It's just a real shame that none of the debuffs landed, because it stopped the Freerin from acting. Definitely there was a comeback in it for Hosmaray. Freerin once again just being the absolute MVP of the graph.
Freerin, since there were lots of questions, actually not the highest win rate, guys. Freerin does hold very high, 65% before we started today. But there are heroes that actually is above her, like Emma Bologna, Coley, as you've seen from the first page.
The hot picks.
Yeah, Lady of the Scales.
Lady of the Scales, was that 93% win rate?
Yeah, she's like 14-1 or something.
Yeah. So there are those heroes. Oh, Politis, the Sea Phantom Politis, 15 games, 12 games, excuse me, 66.7% win rate. So 2 out of 3 wins. So there are some of those
still very high,
really high win rate characters out there. It's not only
actually
Freerin.
A little surprised we haven't seen a single game with her today.
Yeah, Polly was banned oftentimes in the pre-bans in the first match and the second match. So we did not get to see her at all. Here's Biblis from Hosmaray, first pick. Salome. Out of all.
She's been performing very well too. I don't know the exact numbers, but I feel like she should be positive. I feel like a lot of the matches, especially
her
with
one bad matchup in the boss Arunca is in the pre-ban, so I mean, Salome is going to be coming out at full strength, able to copy any unit on board now. So how does Minoru set this up?
It's my turn, right?
The Lloyd gameplay is so much fun.
Paired up.
Yeah, the two new available units. And what a good job on their balance that they're picked here in a huge tournament. Estelle, definitely worth her weight in gold.
I mean, you got to hand it to the balance team. Like it or hate the philosophy.
Wow, I have not heard that in quite a while.
And we're really seeing the full spread of characters come out. And I mean, this is the 3 most recent characters to be released in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you are correct. And they're not in the bans. After Biblis, what else? Notos, Yuha, Aruga, all in the ban slot.
Hosmari has a big turn to think about here because he does have Biblis, so Minoru will have a very hard time playing aggressively into him, but so will he into Minoru, vice versa, because Estelle is on the other team. Both of these characters serve a very similar role in holding back damage from the opponent. Tori gets locked in, and wow, Pirate Captain Flam, proactive, we are looking to go aggressive immediately.
Yeah, we saw in previous sets, Tori on the lock position could be more of a slower draft where you have her in photogenic, you can bypass that Estelle, but this lock on the Pirate Captain means Hosmari is, speeding up. He wants to take that early turn tempo and come over the top of Minoru.
Pirate Captain Flan. This will be massive control. Will Minoru try to like Christie this one out or something? There's still Tori. It's not just the beat debuff that he has to worry about. There's the damage itself.
And we're starting to see a lot of Asia server player laid the foundations of this early Tori, because one of the easiest ways for you to survive against Cleave currently is to play evasion characters. And we already seen one. Somebody walked into the trap and wow,
whoa, 2 Liticas.
You know what? Fine. You want to go fast? Let's go. He's also walking in tactical archetype Coley.
Minoru calls for a race.
Yeah,
alright, let's race.
Right? They're very versatile. Kind of flex.
What's he got for us?
Kind of contest. Now, Hosmari is the one under pressure. Do we match it? Do we back off?
Even if you match, you'll have one less imprint. You'll have to start. Zio is banned already. Amid.
Well, if you look at the draft, Hosmari does have that 4-5 rotation, so he could get 2 imprints in, but I think he's got to think through his options first. Do you have a good defensive adaptation? Because Estelle is there, Biblis is there. Both players don't want to slow down. If you slow down, I mean, you're just going to get put in the blender. But if you speed up, well... Oh, wow. And Hosmari says, you know what? Let me get the Christie in. He's just going to look to stop the bombs from the Coley.
Yeah, that's very interesting. You were discussing maybe slowing down would be a mistake, but maybe off the back of, how powerful Perfumer Biblis can be in the late game, potentially he's okay with maybe like his damage getting taken out of the equation, and there's Vildred, an imprint plus damage to round out his draft.
I think Hazuma's got everything
I'm not sure
combined.
How I feel about this.
But is this an okay mix of things? Stocky?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Hosmari is obviously, I mean, he's an ex-world champion, but...
X, emphasis on the X.
Double speed imprint where you go double pivot, and here both players go
okay, let's raise.
Imprint plus 1 pivot. They're 50-50ing this. Oh man, this draft could go all ways.
Dude, I just triple min-rolled my mod gem. Okay, there we go.
Do the math.
I think both players just ban the other anchor and just says, you know what? Speed imprint, let's race. Just make it easy.
And Hosmari is Christie. Who do you put on the back?
Why?
Story?
It depends who gets banned, but actually we don't need to discuss because Christie gets taken out, and the unit maybe that she was there for, that tactical Coley as well, taken out of the equation.
So this means Hazama might get the first turn with the imprint?
Highly likely, and I think if he does get the first turn, as long as the P-Flan has enough effectiveness, it's definitely in his favor because K-Ron's going to have the counterattack buff, which is going to go quite well with the rest of his team.
Oh, you're right.
This has to be the best Twisted Idol and K-Ron in the world to survive this.
Round 3. Flan does beat the race. 3% off. Asama.
Azumawabi.
Shots
Dropping
fired.
S3, does this land?
Ho-ho!
Oh, Jesus.
Shall we go?
8-8.
Oh, and that amount of defense break cannot be good. It's gonna go through right here. Counter attack from the Estelle. Does it kill? Takes out the Villager wall!
New character
That
versus
one
Zolo.
tap.
The scent?
Very important because he would have gotten a follow-up. So Estelle
Isn't the scent lovely?
equalizing the
Breathe
battlefield
it
right
in
now.
if you want.
Hold up though.
Hold
Haas
on,
got
but this is a
consumer
speed
privilege.
set Bibla. She's gonna follow up real quick. Lands all divas
My
again. Takes out the
God.
Estelle.
This is full diva. Tori can just pick one.
I mean, you gotta take out the Salome. Salome's usually on Sweet Miracle. Gets
What?
rid of the debuff, takes her right out, and now Minoru is stuck in a pickle. I think Hosmary's got this.
Man, I don't want to be stuck in the pickle.
He just got ran over.
Detonate another stun.
An abhorrent stench.
Kayron still provoked. This is game over.
Tori.
Oh yeah, full
One more
lockdown for
turn from the
Hosmer
Tori.
Ray.
Now she can safely buff up.
I hope they like it. Huh? Me?
Oh, I see. He's not gonna let Tori do it.
Beat. When G-Clef knows it's game over, it is game over. Wow.
2-1 for Haza. Makes you wonder in the draft there. Minoru with that twisted Kayron instead of potentially another imprint, something maybe a little more threatening because he gave it that first turn. And as we saw, that's all he needed on the side of Haza to take over the entire game.
And you really gotta hand it to Hazama Ray. He had the composure to get into a 50-50. And he won that 50-50. Oh man. And look at that, ban on the tactical lead, draws the ban on his own Christie, letting the Villager get through, outspeeds by 3%, which is perfectly right about the margin that a green Villager would give you. Gives him the edge over the Litica and takes the game. High effectiveness on the Pirate Captain flank, takes the counter attack buff. That was a very well played match from Hosmer Ray to take the lead 2-1.
Yeah, Minoru might have thought he was okay with Estelle. And Salome coming next turn. Not even a chance. Even though Kayron looked like he wasn't that beefy at all with all the debuff on him.
Yeah, he wasn't taking a turn. He was not long for this world.
And more than anything, it was those defense breaks right from the buff that Pirate Captain Flan got. I mean, it's the biggest damage booster in the game for all the new players in the chat. You love to see defense breaks when it's on the enemy side because it reduces their defense by 70%. If you work it through the damage formula, that's about a 2.5 times increase to all of your direct damage.
Oh. This was one really fun match to go into. We're doing some calculations in our head. Thinking, okay, who goes? If Minoru went first, then it would have been a different story, of course, with Litica. But I think Hazama Ray felt confident. Okay, if I ban Coley, I should be able to go first with Buildred Imprint. Also, really.
It was definitely a gamble on the draft, and he just won it. So I don't know about confidence because like definitely could have gone a different way depending on those bans. But Haza, maybe that's the mindset of a champion. He's okay to risk it here, especially when it's only 1-1.
Oh yeah, 2-1. Hazama seems to be controlling this one really well. First of all, looks like a total different person. Like on top, the drafting, the tension between these two, it's kind of crazy the level they're at. Not just the drafting, the in-game.
We have one more match today, right? Oh, El versus Fan.
Pulling, like,
That's a
they're
good point.
doing it.
I think some players may not pick up on that G-Clef. The amount of time they take on their turns, you can kind of see the gears turning, especially on Haza's side. They're really going through the motions and making sure every play is optimal.
Yeah. There's a guys,
and you have to say that's kind of in character for him because even the year that he won the World Championships, Hazama Ray looked not that strong. He picked a lot of red Ravi to the point where Twitch chat was memeing on him. They're calling him Hazama Ravi because he was just picking that character out of position. He goes to the finals and then suddenly shores up his strategy, gets his prep in place, and without the Ravi, he looks like a completely different player.
Yeah, was that the moment where you first pick Conqueror Lilius, Hand Guy, a Ravi? Was that those days, the triple for the Invincible? Ah, that's some history for you right there. You can always go back and check on the old VODs. But, well, guys, we're back because we have a slight issue again between the game room in Mid-Nora versus Hazama Ray. So, do have to apologize, but we will take a very short
Dude, are we
break.
having more technical issues? Oh my god, man.
Put yourself down, maybe take a bathroom break. We will be back after a couple of minutes.
Another 5-minute break. Oh, true. I wonder if the, because there's the issue with mock lobbies right now where they keep on crashing because of the spectate thing. I wonder if that's why there's so many delays. Alright, let's watch some peak Constellation gameplay while we wait for this break. It's kind of funny they removed like the only good thing from the spectate. Maybe they'll add the chat back though. The chat's kind of funny. I kind of feel like I don't need Robin. Well, we'll see. Maybe Robin's more useful after the bigger ones come out. Because right now it's still little baby ones, and those died at UPS one. Damn. I guess if she's attack buff to kills. Okay, yeah, Robin's not really doing anything. I'll swap her out for somebody. Oh, the healing node prevents the boss from healing the full HP. That's pretty nice. Maybe I'll swap her for skills off Bihu or something. Skills off Bihu shouldn't make it take too long.
To E7 Masters. Welcome back, because we're in the middle of Minoru versus Hazama Ray. There's a bit of an issue in the matchmaking.
God, this fight sucks because it's just a waiting simulator.
Room that they're currently in, so we have to pause that a little bit. But currently, Hazama Ray is up 2-1 in score of best of 5. Doing all the bans and picks once again, so it will take a couple of minutes, but it should be ready real soon. If it's not ready, well, you're just stuck with us for the next few minutes. But we do have a lot of interesting pick points. We had, especially for Minoru and a couple of other players, some Estelle being popped up a few times. Not all the time, but only when required. Similar for Salome.
Oh god, okay. If there's no match, we're going back to Constellation.
Estelle a little bit higher of a tier, or
I'm gonna spam my suggestion again. My suggestion was if you get the boss to 0 HP, he instantly takes his turn. So that way this fight doesn't just take 20 years of waiting for him to take his turn.
I think a lot of content creators.
It's like, damn man, hurry it up.
S tier, which is like you have to have this character, and I think Estelle is right outside of it. And I
Specifically, if he hits 0 HP, that way,
for them, she might as well be S tier because of.
Yeah, that way you don't like. It's only in a situation where you wouldn't take damage.
A lot of different characters and banners. She's one of those characters that not only hit real hard, but also she's one of
this
the
fight just, I don't know, it's too boring.
And knights you're gonna have access to. So definitely make sure to pick her up before the banner.
Ooh, let's see if this kills. I think I had no attack buff here. Ow.
All of these OP damage dealers for quite a long time.
Yeah, for quite a long time, and looking at her quit.
Yeah, wow, that kills.
For quite a long time in Epic 7.
Okay, Robin's useless. I don't even think we need Bihu. Well, I want to more consistently trim his HP down is the thing. So maybe we'll run Bihu skills off just for that. Yeah, because his HP is not going down like this. Can I tank this?
With that warfare roll.
This is 45%, right?
How strong she can be. She just doesn't fall.
Okay, this might kill me.
We saw in that last match, if you get her into a good draft, she just one-shots a lot of the aggressive DPS characters. Now, it was quite unfortunate the game plan didn't pan out because your entire
Nope, we can just tank it. Very cool.
But it really just shows
Great
the
boss
power
fight.
level of this character, and in an elongated fight, once she does that a couple of times, the barrier comes down, the extra souls.
So yeah, let's try. Well,
happens, even if you
God, it really doesn't matter.
spot, you're like, huh, am I losing now? This looks really
I don't want to run the wrong skills off because oh my Fifi did not have a chest.
Estelle,
That's why she was almost dying.
Minus or like A++ tier? Is that where she
like
lands?
A++, like yeah, right outside of S tier.
I think I need a little bit more effectiveness.
Minus-ish or A++.
Effectiveness chest.
Tier. I think that's a really good spot. What about Salome? Because lots of players actually having some trouble using Salome. Like,
man, they're still going. Okay, I thought the matches were starting.
Players pick Salome and like you go out with a win, and then.
Oh wait, I don't even need speed set. It doesn't have to be speed set.
It doesn't quite. I'm talking about myself.
Let's see if there is any other sets I can go.
Work the way she's supposed to.
I think it's the opposite problem Estelle has. So on the ladder, Estelle's better, right? Because the warfare rules this time around, these players have
immunity.
Some of the best gear. Valky said like she's a skill expression character. You have like champion level.
What is this?
High level gear, smart plays.
What's the dog doing? I forgot how much effectiveness I need, honestly.
Maybe not the best showing for her, but I think that's a kind of unit.
Oh great, we're in the match.
All right, we're back in. Is that right, Rowana? That's green Rowana, right?
Huh? I think Minoru is starting to cook. He's kind of on the ropes now, and he's saying, "All right,
Setsuka, he's big. That's the Setsuka free bands."
Going to be king now. If you play for turn 1 and you go high speed, that's just more chances for you to trigger counterattack.
Dude, that's the Setsuka free bands. Hello, Alan. How you doing?
Very safe.
Oh, Hazama Ray's no slouch. He's going to have that read from the pre-bands. Okay, Minoru, you're trying to have some counterattack. or Melona. Lots of counter-attacks. Setsuka was also played from the groups. Or is that a bait? Is that a bait like a 300 IQ play in terms of drafting? Free ran also
I think
banned.
so far
Yeah, I'm a
Haza's been
little
drafting
surprised he
so
didn't
well
just
that he's
immediately
flexible
drop.
enough.
One at a time,
Yeah,
guys.
me personally, I'm a little surprised he didn't immediately drop that Monarch of the Sword Ice area, but I think Hazama Ray is picking up that Minoru's going to be playing a lot of counterattack characters.
Another
Get the
trial
flag
to
cigarette. If you
overcome.
rely on counterattacks, well, prepare to get feared.
Ottawell again. Good pickup.
Yeah, she's been coming out. You know, we talked about Estelle, but since Estelle's not available, you have another knight, very similar. The opposite effect is that she has that strip potential. We saw maybe that could be huge against units like Freerin with that pesky immunity. So a good pickup there for Haza. Very versatile first 2 picks. But let's see Minoru. Does he capitalize on those pre-bans we discussed? That Rowana Mort, very telling of what he wants to do here.
Little too
I
telling,
think
right?
Minoru is maybe looking for an opener on the second pick because I'm almost certain third pick has to be Monarch of the Sword Ice area. There's no other way you would ban Rowana and Mort.
Okay, what could be a
You have
Saria.
to go into it with that, right? Empyrean Illinam, not
Or
the opener
Setsuka, let's
pick.
lockpick Setsuka.
But this third pick ban protect is going
Let's lockpick Setsuka, baby.
essentially shape this.
Oh, never
shape the
mind.
strategy. That's interesting.
That is neither of those things.
That's a KJ special. You don't see a lot of people pick this character because she's just so hard to use, but command model Leica is going to be the opener of choice, so lots of options, Minoru. Is Hazama Ray prepared for this? This character is faster than Swift Flag Bearer Sigrid, so Hazama Ray needs to be very careful racing into this.
The Korean
Yeah, not only an
DNA
opener,
style.
great utility, has some dual attack potential. Like you said, we saw her in previous E7WCs. Not a lot, but she is definitely an opener that smart players can take full advantage of.
Did we just
Very
re-knock
interesting
here?
so far from Minoru. How does Hazame respond? This third pick is very important.
Colley's gone, but you still have DKS.
Interesting, and the fact that it's coming out now in 26. Minoru pulled it out and made it work.
My tea is
Before.
getting cold.
Or we could just do this, I guess.
That's Lone Crescent Bellona in 3.
Let's pick Setsuka.
Well, one of the highest win rates, like you said, G-Clef. So very strong pickup here on that third pick ban protection, hyper carry to boot. And to back it up, we have a made Chloe. She hasn't really made it.
Boo, boring.
Sometimes gets banned out as a problem unit.
Something tells me that Minoru wanted that ROL before that Illinois. Only time will tell. What's fourth? What to pair
He
up
maybe
with
wanted
Leica.
a Lone Crescent Bellona too, with that Rowana ban.
Well, whatever Minoru picks, it's going to have to be a hit chance up character. You're attacking into Lone Crescent Bellona. Hazama Ray did such a good job pick with his hyper carry because if you look, every other game we saw this character, the counter to her was that Tori, and Tori is sitting in the pre-bans right now, so no Tori for Minoru. Does he beat the Lone Crescent? That is a very, very big question.
Does he need hit rate up? He has target.
And with how tanky Haza is, plus the threat of Operator Sigrid, or Flag Bearer Sigrid, he doesn't have a lot of room for like counter picks specifically to target. LCB instead goes for a Hecate. Interesting there, maybe good damage plus against that maid Chloe and a Strays. Holy mama!
And is this the speedy Strays? With Leica?
Very
Leica
likely,
Strays.
because Leica's skill 2 will give him a dual attack. His combat readiness push on the skill 1 will chain into the turn, and likely he just ends your life right there. But 2 evasion character for Hazama Ray, so might still looking to just like stabilize through it, but that's going to be a very tough matchup whether he kills or not, because this
Straze, I see.
very annoying to get rid of.
Very true, but one of her weaknesses is if you take out some of her allies, the evasion starts to drop. So maybe Minoru going for some kind of game plan where Strays
I
comes
see,
up
I
the top,
see.
knocks out some of the allies, and then he can maybe lower that evasion chance. But here we go. Akadi's banned out and
Do I see? Why did we pick Straze?
Acades. Take it out. This is a really strong combo. If it works, I think we have to see the numbers in game for Hazama if he can take it or not.
Can also, am I correct? The Leica crowd control is sleep, correct? So there's a few options for
It
Minoru.
would be sleep, yes.
You can land on.
Now, I do believe, I could be wrong, but it needs to land the attack successfully in order to drop the sleep. So against 2 evasion characters, could be really tough for this Leica. So just go for the S2 here.
This cigarette's fast.
Holy.
Alright, who are we killing?
Starting.
Oh, wait a minute, this is a
Do you
really
believe
slow
in the
string
Straws to
high
one-shot the Cigarette with his S1?
needs to be able to crowd
He has
control his
Gab.
entire team if he wants to go.
Immunity.
Oh, wait a minute, no.
Is that supposed to
there's
strip?
a tire push. Holy.
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Full
Planet
send.
breaks. Holy sacrifice.
Actually
Arwell.
did hit.
She's gonna heal a little bit, though. This is keeping her in the game.
Come to blight the world with horror.
The OG god.
I'll set the pace.
Oh, made Arwell both stays alive.
Yeah, and that's not great for Minoru. That's a very all-in play. He does still have the Genesis Raws, but look at the turn order now for Haza.
This
A lot of sustain, a lot of
Lights
potential, big skills being activated right now.
is that
Two
all
years.
you had to show me?
Quite annoying.
Become like the autumn leaves.
Bellona's
Like
gonna
under
keep
target.
up her immunity buff, drops the S3, nukes into the Leica. Ouch! Does hang on though, thanks to this Empyrean Ilonov. The Ori is holding it down, giving her extra HP. May Chloe will stabilize here, buffs up for the entire.
Was he on the Strip EE? I'll check after this.
Yeah,
Kind
we
of
got
curious.
Tarwell
What if he just wasn't on the
out of
Strip
there,
EE?
And here she comes. She's gonna get potentially another big S3 too. Get some stun, get some shields.
Shall be punished.
Leica's already shaked off one debuff, shakes off a second. She still gets the turn. So not completely
be
out
big.
yet for Minoru, but it is not looking good.
Minoru calculating. Rolling.
This
What's
is
your
my mission.
decision? Just going with it.
And
He's
your
going with it.
Send it now and see what you can do.
Won't work on me.
It's that rebuttal.
Yeah.
Full fighting spear for Bellona.
Have
Does
the
knock out the
revive.
Leica.
Let's roll.
It's Arwell.
Yeah, she's coming back and back. Oh, and that is bad. That has 2 strip.
Bam, he's dead.
That's enough.
City of these scoundrels.
Minoru might not be standing for a longer.
Let me hear you cheer for me.
I
Yes.
think so.
And that
Jay.
is
There
it.
it is.
Hazama.
Azuma Ravi.
Clutch win. Oh man, what a moment. Took some extra time, but showed very strong performance today. Minoru. A lot of cards, lots of tactics, draft prepared.
Okay, let's see. Did he get 15% on the Leica?
Hazama's the king.
Lee,
Hazama might have thought.
Strays, this damage Stray, so he needs to be able to crowd control this entire team.
That Arwell just took it all on the chin. Even though that Lone Crest Blown
He was not on the Strip EE.
couldn't break through the wall. He had a lot of damage, but it just wasn't enough to knock them out where he needed them to. And the damage from Low Crest Blona, 53,000, enough to seal the deal.
Exactly, Car. And if you look at the draft, Hazama Rafe essentially won this match off of the backs of his evasion character, and not only the Bellona, but the Sigrid as well. Both of them just barely surviving the strays and able to launch that comeback. So he was able to just read real deep into the draft and go, okay, evasion characters win this game, and locks in his entry into the next round.
You know what's interesting, Belk? I'm not 100% concerned on the S2 on the strays, but the Bellona didn't dodge the first time. I think he might have been okay, even if he got hit twice, but who knows? He was just so tanky, his setup was nice, and even though he lost the opener, he secured the win.
There's a little highlight.
And it was a very clean set, I might add, except for the, with the exception of this free run game where, you know, he did try to play his outs, and the immunity on the free run was just able to clutch it out. And of course, there was the final 15% on the debuff. Very unfortunate right here. We're just watching debuff characters really not doing their jobs tonight.
Yeah, this is one of the most interesting games. Really back and forth. Some close, some not close. We just had a lot of somewhat of a free run solo today. Looking like
This free run unit, man.
Yeah, looking like free run's invincible in a way.
But look
you
at
don't
this.
have the answer.
Pirate Captain Plan showcase those
yes.
buffs in full effect. My God,
Yeah.
the activation.
Yeah, this will be a
You're
good
gonna see a
question.
big punch.
This is my victory.
And I'm not sure about you guys, but this was definitely my personal favorite match of this set. I don't know if it makes sense to like a new player or a new viewer, but when we were in the pick 4-5 situation of this draft, we were all sweating for both players, seeing who would ban which character. And to me, that is the funnest part of RTA.
The
Once
debuff all
everything
landing.
goes, I mean, the characters are just.
Hey, now we have everything. We had a 3-2, 3-0, and 3-1 today.
So close to making it 2-2 there.
I'll set the pace.
Yeah, it would have been a total different story. The last one, round 4. Yeah, quite different. Kazama just locked it. Even with that Roanna Mort ban, maybe, I think Minoru had a plan, but I'm pretty sure because of the Kazama raid, the way that he was picking, I think that since ROL, I think Minoru really drafted away from his original plan. I can kind of get that feeling.
The Haza diff. You think those gimmicks are gonna work against a world champion? Think again, buddy.
Well, we'll get to hear from him. I'll ask him some questions, and let's see if we can get some answers. Here's an interview with Kazama Ray, the winner. Kazama Ray, congratulations on your win. It's been a while. We had an interview. Congratulations against Minoru today, who had a 100% win rate before meeting you tonight. How do you feel going up again? How do you feel advancing into the quarterfinals? 하자마레 선수 이렇게 100% 승률을 가지고 있던 미드노루 선수를 굉장히 좋은 스코어 3대1로 이기고 8강에 올라가게 되었습니다. 승리 소감이 어떠실까요?
那哈扎莫瑞选手恭喜你，那以3-1获胜 Minoru， 那你进行了8强，那请问一下你的感想如何？
感想是挺开心的，因为就上一轮的比赛可能打得有点。
Oops, I did not mean to do that.
제가 저번 라운드에 그렇게 잘하지 못해가지고 좀 아쉬움이 남았는데요. 이렇게 패자조에서
Viewers in the chat are saying they are watching a competitive gaming match, expressing excitement. Okay,
I'm
it's
really
fine.
happy about the win. Before in the groups, I actually showed some lacking moments, especially in my pick, and was down on the losers bracket. But I fought my way through, was able to come up. But overall, very happy and glad that I'm actually taking the win today. Second question, Minoru, very well known as a very tricky player to go up against, especially because of his drafting style, a very unique drafting style. How did you prepare against Minoru's 밴픽 style today? 민노루 선수가 밴픽이 굉장히 유니크하고 새로운 픽들을 많이 가져오기로 유명했는데 오늘 까다롭지 않았나요? 오늘 밴픽 상대로 어땠을까요?
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Oh, 1 second.
那 Minoru 选手的话，他其实是以他的 ban pick 很难相对的选手。那请问一下，今天跟他这样子对手的时候，你觉得怎么样？
我觉得他是在那种就是攻坚领域就是很强的选手，所以我基本上也是就是以那种稳健的打法来跟他进行对战。
일단 미드노르 선수는 정말 상대하기 힘든 선수는 맞는 것 같습니다. 그래서 저도 똑같은 이제 전략으로 같이 대결을 했던 것 같습니다.
So Minoru is indeed a very strong, very tricky opponent to fight against. So I did prepare in my own ways of my trickiness to go up against him in this matchup today. Another question, game 3. You banned out Coley, and then you were able to take the first turn with the Pirate Captain Flan. Did you have confidence that you will grab the first turn in game 3? 세 번째 경기, 세 번째 라운드에서 얘기를 해보겠습니다. 상대방 콜리를 밴하면서 플랑으로 선턴을 이렇게 꽉 잡았는데요. 3% 정도 차이가 났던 걸로 생각하는데 스피드 선턴 자신감이 확실히 있었나요?
那在第3个比赛的时候，你是先可以就是进攻的。那请问那时候我们知道的是，就是有3%的差距。那你那时候也是知道说你会先开始吗？
我说实话，我不知道，那个就是我不知道对方的速度是多少，所以进去就可能有点看运气吧，可能是运气好跑赢了。
사실 저는 몰랐습니다. 그 상황에 대해서 몰랐고 그리고 스피드에서도 제가 이길 것이라는 것은 확신은 없었는데
Yeah, this interview is long. I feel like this one's longer than the previous ones.
That was going to happen. Speed, I did have some confidence, but I think slight more luck was on my side for the first turn on that game number 3. So last question before we send you to next week quarterfinals. Omega or Fan? Which player do you want to face in the next round? 네, 마지막 본의 승자 인터뷰를 마치기 전에 오메가 선수 아니면 팬 선수 어떤 선수가 올라왔으면 좋겠나요?
那最后一个问题就是在8强，你想要下一个对手是想要对决 Omega 还是 Fan 选手呢？
我希望 Omega 选手晋级，然后就跟他进行一场精彩的比赛。
저는 오메가 선수가 진출을 했으면 좋겠습니다.
I would personally like to have Omega against me in my quarterfinal match. What's the answer from Hazama Ray? Thank you so much for the interview, Hazama, and we will see you next week. Hazama Ray 선수 인터뷰 감사합니다.
谢谢你的采访。
谢谢。
All right, talking about Omega, we have it right here, locked in, ready to go for the next match. That's Hazama Ray.
Assyria Merchant.
But let's go straight into our next matchup, Omega versus Fan. Now, this is one of those highlight matches that we have for today. Omega finally broke the curse. Me putting a curse on him again. But he's up here. That's all that matters. And if he can advance more,
maybe that's all he needed.
That's
he
a
just
new
needed to make it out of that
him.
first bracket. And now he's clear of the curse, G. But yes, one of the best players to date in Epic 7 history. He's a fan favorite. I can't wait to see him tonight, but his opponent's going to be a tough one. Fan was looking pretty strong as well.
Very strong indeed. And Omega, we love him. You know this player. But Fan had some incredible games just a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. I think he only lost to Keith in a 1-2. And Keith, G, I think was your favorite player. Just one of the strongest we saw in the entire tournament. So for him to go 1-2 against Keith and then 2-0 against Wanpi and Vic, this guy is no slouch. Watch out for him.
Yeah, Fan bringing out a lot of Leonok, Christie. Oh, remember Fan's Spirit Eye Celine? Just one tap, boom. One tap, boom. Hits one, gone. That happened way too many times.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of players really lean into Spirit Eye Celine and her ability to not only carry a game, but to anchor with that revive. So I think also Fan breaks the mold of like Asia server players being very inconsistent when they play speed. Sometimes they draft like experts, and other times it looks like they're fumbling. But Fan the entire time feels very, very consistent. And the fact that Christie is one of their most paid characters just shows they really understand win conditions.
Oh, 5-6. About par. Slightly in favor for Fan. But the winner prediction. Oh boy. Melissa's got a big
fan
love.
favorite for sure.
Omega is known as Omega Elf Mage. We'll see how this one goes. Asia versus Asia. Interesting how Omega's in Asia.
Yeah, if you look at the relative record, I would say it's rather even, but the winner prediction definitely shows you that most of the English-speaking community is behind Elf Mage, and they really want Omega to finally take it home.
Wonder what's gonna happen. Wonder what they will choose and pick in the upgraded new meta. Oh, very, very, personally very hyped for this match. And here we go. Already in picks. Notos, Biblis, Lady of the Scales, Arunca ban. Salome, Diane, Estelle already picked. Wow.
Yeah, and a rare DN gets left through. We see her a lot in the pre-ban, but Estelle, Salome, once again showing that these recent units, very, very strong, even one of the most competitive tournaments. And now Elf has to lock in his 2 and 3.
Yeah, Omega first picked Salome out of all. That's why Fan was able to pick Diane and Estelle in response.
May the light guide us.
Oh, please don't copy Ruel.
Ruel.
Ruel gets locked in. I mean, this is already double revive, and on top of that, Freerin is going to be the hyper carry getting locked in here. I think Fan has a very small window with this third pick to really speed up against Omega, but are they confident in their speed? Because Omega is known to be a very, very high speed player.
Oh yeah, but I think speeding up is definitely, we've seen Freerin just run away with games. You have to make sure you contest her, and Renak not only going to speed contest, but also just a great Freerin counter. We've seen, if you don't have enough counters for Freerin,
Why is my bolt dead? Oh, he's ungeared.
And just touching on Salome, not only can we revive that, or copy the roll to revive, but just double Freerin as well. What a strong unit.
Oh, Renak. Fan. He introduced himself as slow as Turtle. But the Asian turtles can actually outspeed you.
Yeah, I never believe that anymore. If an Asia player says I'm slow, it's a bait.
It's definitely a trap. But I think LRK Estelle here is a very deadly combo against the Freerin because the Renak as well as the DN is responsible for taking care of Freerin the first time. But if you're playing against Ruel Salome, well, the LRK and the Estelle is what keeps her alive. Rather your team alive through the second and third Freerin alive. So that's likely what we're going to see today. And Omega slower, more guys maybe play more recovery.
It was me earlier with a...
Oh, Zio?
He's hovering.
Sorry, Valky. We were having you underwater with the connection for a few seconds.
We got the gist,
no. Yeah, you're back now. You're back now. Yes. You're back now. You're okay. But Zio fourth pick. And you and Luna?
Oh, Luna's very deadly here. Surely the ban, because every character on Fan side could get sealed, and that ends up being very, very bad for Fan. So likely to ban it out, and Nurse Yoha seems like a perfectly fine last pick to just trade out as well.
Unfortunately, that's been her role in a lot of these matches. She's just so powerful when she comes out late that you don't have the answers to deal with her. So
it's one of the more varied early matches.
Let's see if that is indeed what happens here. Waiting on the last ban.
Luna
just a handshake 5.
Yeah, you can't let Luna go through. It's way too much passives, important passives on the right. So fifth handshake, Yulha also gone. And we go in round 1 of match number 4, Omega versus Fan.
True vessel is capable of.
Zio start.
Those who deny their
no soul burn. He's just ripping it.
Big turn for a very little guy here. We're looking to just stop the tempo on the Renak. The counterattack does hurt, but that's all that matters. I mean, you just may want to make sure that Renak loses as much tempo as possible.
Double
copy the Freerin right here. Just run all the damage that we can.
And he deserves to get double 15% there for ripping like a greedy pig.
This is first pick Salome power. Counter. Skill null.
Man, look at this though. Double shield, LRK plus that Estelle. Will it be enough?
Yeah, that Estelle punch is kind of huge. That was through DFI. Half damage.
Yeah, she was the leading unit in other matches. Here we go.
Oh,
Optimus just
We'll save everyone.
soul burn for the activation.
And the real Freerin is here.
Sulfur then pressures the strip on the Freerin.
Jesus, he just killed everything.
Oh my god, look at that. Just takes out the Estelle right away.
Omega with the first win. Just like that.
I was actually curious how it would go. Obviously, 2 Freerins is going to be very strong, but on the other hand, we had LRK plus Estelle. Freerin is just too overpowered, I think, and when you double up on it, even a lot of mitigation, you still just fall flat.
And normally when you have the Zeo pick without any of his regular follow-ups, you know, no DN, no MLTU, no afternoon soak flan, he ends up being kind of a dud. But for Fan, whose entire game plan revolves around this tempo of Renok followed by the DN, Zeo was just a little too much. You take away the Renok's turn and the entire game plan fall apart from there.
Oh, that's just Salome things, free rent things combined together.
Yeah, pretty much.
Parcetti
Beautiful
band,
draft though from
cigarette,
Omega.
a Briar Witch. With amid some speedy characters banned out.
Oh, okay.
And starting the draft.
I have seen a lot of Omega
There is
Briar Witch
no
action,
mercy.
so
Well
maybe not
studies.
necessarily like a homework targeted ban, but I just, you know, we've seen her in other matchups too, just a very strong unit. Either opener, could be damage.
Now Omega, your turn. You go with some Tori draft.
Yeah, and that Briar Witch ban in particular was very, very sneaky there. Now, all the revive is back on board. Elv needed to take a second there and just read into, okay, what kind of strategy do I want to really lean into? And on his own side, goes for the revive to match, as well as Empyrean Illidan have 30% penetration resistance on the passive. Will be holding back so much damage on this Genesis Ross.
Ooh, Arwell. Lots of Arwell on the right. Uh-oh, here we go. Here is that Spirit Isoline from Fan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we knew this was coming. Get ready for some numbers. But
Omega's weighing his options right now. You don't want to let the Lidica, or you don't want to let the Spirit Isoline get her game plan going. Lidica's one of the best ways if you could get that cleave off, but does he have enough follow-ups left? Is this an okay enough spot? He really needs to weigh this turn because overcommitting off turn with the Lidica is definitely not a good position.
Yes, Faki, I 100% agree because I've been looking at staring at Lidica for the last 20 seconds, did not hear a word you said.
Me too.
Are you prepared?
I don't blame you guys at all, but this is another character you're going to be staring at.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Pirate Captain Flan. We've seen a lot of Flan today.
There's a leaky now. Flan, man, this unit. New buffs. She already had a standout victory.
RB.
There's a lot of light units, G-Clef. However, we do have to be a little careful. Spirit Isoline could just, you know, if she gets a turn, counter into him and take him out.
Christy Celine is one of fans' most played
Arwell
combos.
being
I'm
shipped
not sure
to the
this
left is
Christy
so
supposed
funny.
to be able to make it through the draft, but oh man, needs
She's
another
just
character
hiding.
to be able to hold your Celine in place, keep her alive on the off chance that, you know, your Christy gets banned.
Omega ready with that RB. And also no Politis yet. Surprising. His signature. Fan. One more. Chrissy and... Debuff?
What'll it be?
Anti-debuff?
So far, we have 3 Knights and a Celine. He's all in on the Celine game plan. How does he fix this? Either draws out a ban on the last spot, the end potential hook.
Ooh, Abigail. Oh, we're going Christy Abigail.
And this Celine.
Wow. All in is right. This Pirate Captain Flan has so much on her shoulders right here, and almost looking like he goes for another debuff character. If that's the case, you have to ban this
Yeah,
Christy.
Christy ban is a guaranteed.
Goodbye,
With that
Christy.
10, yep.
It's the ban, yeah.
Seemed so. With that type of picks, Christy gone. Abigail in game. But as well as RB and Pirate who's starting the game.
Exacts its toll.
Can you get the control you want, Omega? Let's see. He's up 1-0.
Alright, let's press S3. Or is he...
Bomb does
Wow,
land.
playing a little bit safer on that first turn. Not going for the S3, just stun the Celine immediately.
F check. Got the bomb on.
I'll be your opponent.
Gotta make sure to not accidentally proc the Abigail.
Ripping the
Ooh,
S3. Gets a
nice
lot of
hefty
damage
chunk of
with it on the
damage.
Arrow.
That escort.
I think that lockdown on that Celine turn 1, beautiful. That's kind of
Yeah, now you gotta try and stun everybody.
Shoot through all the defenses of Fan before Spirit Eye Celine gets activated.
Double resistance.
Oh, wait a minute.
A lot of
That
resist.
escort went to the mate Chloe. I don't know if that's what you wanted.
Whoa. The random distribution on her S3 is so funny. Imagine that lands on RV.
Thankfully, Make Chloe immediately gets a turn and says, yeah, get this thing off of me. I'm not trying to take damage for you guys. I mean, put up the revive buff.
Quite slow.
Hey, you're a soul weaver.
All that's left
Take
is
some more
ruin.
damage.
Yeah, do your job.
Oh, this RV hits hard.
Surrender.
Even without the attack buff, right? I don't think he had anything
Yeah,
on.
so many light units. The RB is having a field day with 60% damage boost, but now he's out of his buff. And that's the thing with Arbiter Vildra. He's really good as long as the buff is up. Now that the buff is out, I think fans weathered the worst part of the storm and gets rid of the Abigail. Now the Celine is unprotected. Elvmage navigates very well through the protection on the Spirit Eye, but Airwall's looking for that stun.
Do we land? He gets it. No strip, but gets the stun.
Yeah, but team lookings. That's the thing. There's a revive.
Yeah, that's the problem with his setup. Fan weathered the storm, and he put everything all in one basket around the Celine, and she does get a turn. S3 activated.
May you find the righteous path.
You can get my autograph later.
Brings her back. Immortal.
For the future of the Wind Tribe.
No cheeky stun there from the maid Chloe.
Won't be as powerful when Ivana comes along, but not until the end of the tournament. It's Ilinav.
Insignificant.
RB here, now knowing that he doesn't have the buff, goes for it, wants the counterattack, wants to get the revive out on the RB.
Can this Celine stay alive and do everything?
Is inevitable.
There's that seal.
Finally, the
Goodbye,
pop-off turns to
penetration
Trust me, I'm a
resistance.
doctor.
Now this S3 is going to hurt a little more. He's ripping it.
To belong in this world.
Genesis Roz again.
Okay, RB.
The curse is there
Ooh.
from Abigail.
It's gonna be interesting. Abigail still has all of her cooldowns, defense break, as well as a little bit of an injury available there.
Wait, that curse?
Ghost on the Pirate Captain flan. Is this gonna hit? Samsara prayer beads. Not too much damage, but the defense break does stick.
The bomb lands.
Oh, and she
It's gonna proc the RB, right?
That's not something
That's
you
one of the
wanted.
new changes. Yeah.
Okay.
They reverted searching crit, and of course, Spirit Eye Celine counters on the crit. The bomb at least lands, but she is taken out in exchange. RB, full focus.
Can you hear the approaching ruin?
The damage will be there.
This is your go turn. You have to send it. Take out 2 units. Ross comes back, and Immortality holds the arrow well in place.
Stun the main again? Or stun the
you
Celine? Nope, no
not
stun.
get the stun?
Insignificant.
He has an F3 reset, so Arwell dies here and he blinds Ross.
Soulburn is going for the S3 again. This is the all-in. Miss on the counter.
He's blind, of course it's
And
miss.
I believe the heal puts the Celine right above 50% HP. I think she's beating it by like a pixel. Oh man, does Elv read it? Is he going for the all-in or does he avoid the hit? He's gonna avoid the hit.
Yeah, it was a risky play, even if it was under that threshold. But here we go, Sword activated, banned, and saving for this moment.
Oh,
that
this
blind eagle
blind.
from RB though, paying off. Yeah, not too much damage.
He gets the revive again?
Again?
God, this unit is ridiculous.
Stop buffing Spirit Eye Celine.
Their battles wise.
They're all sick.
There's no mercy.
The entire team
That's a
is
line I
back.
never thought I'd hear anyone say, to be honest, because she got so many buffs and they were all bad. Until one day, finally, they just broke the game with her. Arbiter Vildra will go down to Genesis Ross here. And May Chloe is trying her best. She needs to get a cheeky stun in on the Celine. Now we're getting infinite soul burns going in.
Oh man, Wind Rider.
Tyrion goes down.
That is it.
Play the animation. Back to
A
back
stench
Solburns.
most foul.
Yeah,
He
mate.
even has more on it.
11% away, but she won't get a turn. And that is Fan.
Did Spirit Eye get that many buffs? I thought she only got like a few.
I mean, you mentioned, G, that, you know, Fan was a Spirit Isoline specialist, and you saw an all-in strategy, and it worked beautifully. Just put everything around her, and Elf really tried to come over the top. RB against Spirit Isoline might be a little questionable. You saw kind of the gears turning, that the Pirate Captain Flan take the initiative, but my God, you got to go through the Abigail, you got to go through the Raw's 2 lives, and then Spirit Isoline brings them all back. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, that crit from Flan was also something that we almost
a little
forgot.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, so to fill in for the new players who might not be aware of that interaction, Pirate Captain Flan, her passive use to make it so that she could not land critical hits. And Spirit Eye Celine, it's specifically a counter to characters that can crit. And after her last quote-unquote buff, now she can crit. And that was a very unlucky crit that basically put her in a losing scenario against the Celine. You hate to see it, but back in the driver's seat, Omega will be picking up the Salome. Worked very well for him in that first match, so back into the seat. We want to copy good characters, and we want to go crazy with the Salome.
Talk about prevent, Yulha, Renak, Free Ren out of the way, along with Monarch Iseria. So some of those signature picks from Omega suddenly being banned.
Yeah, we won't have to worry about a double free win from the side of Fan at least. But the DN is still combo. Very powerful.
There's some questions out there that Celine always win the game. 15 before we started today, had 15 games played in the group stage, and yeah, 55% win rate is what I had. So actually not as high as we thought.
Yeah, not as high as Alexa Free win, but still above 50 in this kind of format, it's very good.
You've got this, Tori.
Tori, here we go. Tori protect calm.
Yeah, all reliable here. I think today, time and time again, we've seen these solo hyper carry compositions pop off. I mean, in game 1, it was free run for Elf Mage. And then last match, it was Spirit Isoline. And now Tori on third pick Ban Protect. These guys have been practicing this, and it shows.
Yeah, this Tori's going to be so scary. No Boss Arunka available, and if Estelle is our mitigation of choice, Photogenic could be huge here. Fan, what does he lock in on that third pick Ban Protection? Hovering an Arya? I don't know about that one.
Sea Phantom Politics.
Oh, y'all are talking about Sea Phantom.
But this is on Fan's side, not Omega's. Reducing down the resources.
I feel like we haven't seen Belling, or no, we haven't seen Paulus in a hot minute.
Are we going all the way? Okay, it's belly unlocked.
Yeah, locking away the souls is one thing, but surely that Bellion is on the 3F artifact, so just looking to splash Tori with additional damage. Eventually, you do that enough times, you're going to be able to lock her away, but Lidica gets locked in, and that is a pick you're using to bully slow players. Oh, man. If this goes through, the Estelle and the Bellion are both stuck in terrible spots.
Omega, knowing that, might be having another speedy character.
Slayers, attack!
There's Veronica.
Attack!
Ensuring the first turn if things go right. But Fan's not going to let
that's a
that
potential
through.
counterplay as well into the likes of DN. Let's see what Fan hovering over on 5. How does he round out the draft here? We did talk about 3F, but potentially needs maybe a little more damage. We are finding the likes of Ruel.
How
Hecate.
pitiable you're trembling.
Third picked, but so far both times has been post-ban. Again. And Lidica. Hecate are the post-bans. So. Oh, let's see how it goes. 1-1 tight score.
I won't tolerate disturbances.
Salome from Omega starting on the left. You copy. Who? Tori? This early?
You have been
I think
saved.
it's a tough call. Not a lot of great options here.
Bellion.
Oh, Bellion.
Tori's a little awkward, but Bellion.
You go for the
Big
AoE
scale
provoke.
replay
The
from the side of
effectiveness
Omega.
bump, that's what you want to see.
Provokes. Lands
Hey, a
two.
counter?
Uh-oh.
Well, that's bad news, bears.
That's gonna hurt, though. Jeez.
You can't stop me. So disappear.
That looked like a truck hit him.
Prepare for battle, everyone.
Oh man.
So
Oh.
nervous.
Control starting.
Sweet sincerity.
Only 7,800 HP on this Tori. She needs to get an attack and does hit the Cascade. And I don't know if you Ghost or the Soulburn. Looks like we're just gonna take out the DN real
she is
early
so
to
dead.
not risk activating the
Photogenic,
passive.
look at that damage. Oh, it's a counter.
Glory be with us.
Whew. Tori survived. That's all that matters, right? As long as she's
I will protect everyone.
there. And there's Ruel for safety
Yeah, now that
measures.
she is sustaining that S2 plus the potential S3, Tori's gonna rip through
Oh,
Fan's
Fan
side,
just
and
said,
there it
okay,
is.
you can take this one. 2-1.
I think we're seeing a lot of Tories just come over the top of these Estelles. We got to watch out when there's no Bossarunka, especially. Photogenic is just ripping through all the opponents like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah.
And I think you're exactly right, Clark. Fan saw that artifact choice and go, all right, let's go next. He just scooped right there.
Maybe was praying for that 3F pop off in the beginning of counter, then a potential like Estelle could 2-tap, but then you still have the Ruel, right? It was not looking great.
Right. And not only do you have the Ruel, you have a Salome there too. So if the Ruel goes and you pick her again, the Salome is going to survive, loop back into her turn. If she gets the clone reset, well, let's just copy the Ruel and bring back the Tori again. There's not really a lot of extinction control for fans, so that Tori is going to pop up again and again.
Yeah, I almost wonder if that Bellion copy was potentially like a, a little bit too excited, right? It could, the counter for that Bellion did so much to his Tori. He still has some recursion, but maybe a slow play, like just an S3 and S1, could have been a little safer. But regardless, I think Elv won that draft, and as you saw here, confirmed that big win over Fan, 2-1.
Yeah, it's sometimes really hard to even calculate all the way out, like the Estelle counter, Bellion counter. Like, the moment you see that damage from Fan's Bellion, ooh, was rough, but still had Ruel for the backup measures. That's Omega's first two picks. It was Salome and Ruel. So we'll have some extra time, but we can talk about the new hero. Since we have Salome, Omega seems to be focusing on Salome first pick a lot today. I think that's his main focus. Is Salome worth banning? No, right? Not as much as
Is Salome broken?
Or, like Biblis. Some of those high tiers are still there, like Lady of the Scales.
Yeah, I think for most players, Salome is similar to Estelle in terms of tiering, where you would put her in that like A++ tier, just shy of like a must-have character. But if your opponent is a really good player, in fact, they've been Hall of Fame, 2-3 times, maybe you just go, yeah, he's too skilled, I gotta take the Salome out.
Yeah,
but that I don't think that's something you gotta worry for Game 4, right? That's a Game 5 decision.
Yeah, we only have so many ready to go with the pre-bans, so it's always tough. So far, Omega 2-1, he's in the lead. Can he advance even further? Fan down 1-2. There's certainly a room, and this is the moment. If Celine's not banned in the pre-ban, Celine can always hop back. It is a 2-1 score. We will take a 5-minute break. Once we come back, let's find out the winner of this final match tonight.
Ooh, Nurse Yoha can't have her S3 cooldown adjusted. I completely forgot about that. Huh. I completely forgot about that.
Generation 2025.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Litica. Who will stand against me? Time to prove my might. Eternal sleep. Is it time to draw my sword?
Do you think this music's copyrighted? I'm muting it just in case. "42 days. Hey yo. Oh true, I have to do a tier list for that. Damn, is there really no artifact that can Ivana do anything? No, Ivana doesn't do anything. Ivana, what are Ivana's skills and stuff? Oh, she's an anti-immortality unit. She doesn't do anything.
Now gathering my mystic medals. I was just doing that before coming to the studio today. Getting ready for that. RNL waited for such a long time. Man, RNL has been here since the originals, right? Very.
Who am I rooting for? I am a neutral. I don't really care who wins.
The first, I guess, a duo hero. You know what? Where you can switch out, in and out. The animation is incredibly well done. I love it. They couldn't have done a better job. I honestly wondering about her actual big kid though. Oh,
I can't even say my full thoughts.
How
He
strong
looks so
she can actually be. Let's see. The moment you press it, you peel for it 3 times. Steals all the stats, all the skills as well. I don't know. I don't actually know what's gonna happen because RNL. I saw in chat as well.
Hey, thank you.
You're waiting. You're also waiting for RNL to show up. Oh yes.
I am in fact doing Hall of Trials on the side while I wait for the matches to start.
Salome. I gotta represent all the.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You missed Salome?
I hadn't missed Salome. I've been free to play for a few years now, and I always get taken a pity on the Mystic banners. You know, it is what it is.
Hey, all the RNL enjoyers, I see you guys.
About keep pretending to be free to play. That's a good one, man.
Free to play?
He is not free to play. He is a CC. No CC is free to play.
Very small dolphin player. But looking pretty solid. RNL seems to be a very cool character, as you would know it. We will talk about those new heroes, by the way, and we talked about Estelle, Salome a little bit. Estelle seems to be very strong.
Oh my god, we're stalling, man.
How strong is close to S tier?
We're stalling. When is the next match?
You see her taking over a lot of other mitigation knights. The only problem is she's all in on that damage share kind of program, and when you have an artifact like photogenic that just ignores it all, we're seeing players kind of maybe pick her a little too early or not have sort of an answer for those hyper carries on the lock protection, kind of come over the top of her mechanics.
And not just the artifacts, once we get Ivana into the game, we'll also have a buff that allows you to ignore that damage share effect. So who knows what the game is going to look like. But I will say, for the new players in chat, like, if you are not going for a strictly turn 1 high-speed playstyle, make sure you grab her, because tanks are the backbone to not taking first turn. Because if you don't have speed, what do you need? You need the HP to survive, make it to your turn, and then play the game.
Estelle, that much barrier, some injury.
And I stopped turning, but that tuning works out fine.
Yeah, she's good against Noto, surprisingly, as well. And you get the souls. Very, very strong unit.
And Ivana's kit.
Oh yeah, Estelle was really nice for Guild War. Her damage, the amount of damage share she gives is really, really nice.
Those immortality buff killer. And then one guy out there is like, oh, what about my Teiyu? What about my Teiyu?
RTA, you have to get that character. Her kit just trivializes a lot of the powerhouse units at the moment.
Oh yeah, that also reminds us of some of those units with immortality will actually get a lot of snipes. If you think about it, there's a lot of immortality heroes out there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Spirit Celine that we just saw. Yeah, Ivana seems like a really cool clutch hero. Yeah, depending on your drafting needs. And RNL, wonder how they're going to be forming. So we can talk a little bit more about the balance. We have the new hero here. It's not just RV and the Pirate Captain Flan who got those changes. We also had the balance patch. Yeah, we talked about the top.
They're putting this area down there. They're putting this area down there like someone is a D-picker.
Some like changes actually. Not just in a way. No more bind.
No more bind. I think in the in the dev notes, they specifically said we want her to be usable in a wider variety of content. Usually if something says that to me, it's a PvE buff. You know, you can play her in your expedition, you can play her in story. Because, guys, let's be honest, when a buff says we want her to be more used in more content, that's what it means. Because in PvP, they're like, okay, we want them to be used in one place and we want them to be really good at it. I mean, look at RV.
Listen,
right?
one of you guys said stop
really
buffing Spirit Eye, I think. They keep buffing Spirit Eye. I feel like they keep buffing this Tenebria unit. And let's get some other, enough is enough.
Well, you're right, Car. We should buff Melissa. Let's buff Melissa again, guys.
Yeah, we should buff Notos. We should buff Notos. Or all the other characters who are like OG times, like Iseria, you see her in there as well. And now she's getting some like attack buff. Instead, not just the skill reset cooldown. Challenger Dominia, I believe she gets.
Oops, I copied the wrong unit. Okay, well let's check the damage anyways.
Crit damage. She gets critical hit damage, which is a 70% buff now.
Oh, that's some big damage if you're going to be cleaving, but there's a lot of other cleaving characters with speed out there. And usually, if you haven't checked, if you haven't understood this one out, usually during the tournament, the balance patch is not as impactful compared to the other ones because they do want to shake up things a little bit, but not too much where it'll be a total different gameplay in terms of meta and how things go, because the tournament is going on among the top tier players. So the patch notes in between the tournament usually is not the most impactful one, but still, Arvir Vildred, I think that was a big surprise for me, honestly. He's getting another buff on top. Oh yes. So then if you have a lot more evasion plus, like with the furry, then he gets more evasion. So there are some crazy evasion teams that I see. From defensive teams, don't try that at home, because I want to break through those arena teams, please.
Yeah, I think if the case was we want to shake the game up just a little bit, I think the balance team actually did a great job with this. If you took a look initially at the dev notes, I think a lot of people felt really underwhelmed with the amount of characters being buffed, but if you look at the matches today, I think in half the matches, it looked like it was from last week. You know, the strategy stayed mostly the same, but once the round 1, round 2 was done, Arby came out. We saw a lot of Pirate Captain Flam versus Lidica, and it was great.
Yeah. Don't
Okay,
forget
but
also
we're
the
not
special
talking. No,
equipments.
we're not looking for lunatic.
An impact as well.
Not the. This is not the RTA ladder.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, like, this does not leave my mind, so I have to speak on this, but I think the biggest buff to Lidica outside of the full strip is the skin. That skin goes crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, we were talking about specialty changes. I was waiting for skins. Yeah, we need some top tier skins in that Lidica one. I'm not even a Lidica fan, but boy, I was looking.
Mm-hmm.
Me neither, man. I was not a Lidica cleaver back when she first got reworked. The moment that skin dropped, I played nothing but Lidica cleaver. I'm not gonna even lie about that. Like, you can't make this up.
I feel like I do see a lot more Lidica within the last few days. Oh yes, that is certainly right. And also RV. As much as I see RV,
The Pirate Captain Flan thing is still
Lidica's
getting
already
me.
showing up. Yeah, even, and then once, oh brothers, once I saw this
Dude,
Lidica
what
from the other side, the second pick, and then I'm gonna lose speed. And then
Did I miss
picked,
something?
Rinok and few others, and Rinok's not even that fast. And then this Lidica was super
Is it over?
slowest Lidica I've seen in all my years of Epic 7.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
I mean, sometimes it is the slow one, right? You're like, okay, she's slow, maybe I can ignore her, and then you're like, maybe I can just debuff her and focus damage on the other characters. Turned out, you're playing against a guy called Cookie, and this guy is running 300 effect resistance on his Lidica, and it's just to bait you and lull you into a false sense of security, and that guy absolutely runs your pockets.
Oh, I love those kind of texts where your identity is tied to those characters. You're just known on the ladder for having those weird picks with weird builds.
Yeah, with weird profile cards and weird profile frames and the crowned hero. So currently there's not a slight longer delayed issue that we're still trying to resolve. Yeah, between Omega and Fan. The score currently do stay. The 2-1 score does stay, but do have to have some redos in order for us to continue into round number 4. So that's why we're going through the heroes and the balance patch and all the content in game at the moment. But really happy to see RV come up to near the top level, not S tier, but like A tier. Yes, not all the way
well,
to
it's
A+.
funny, like in this tournament, right? You were kind of surprised he wasn't being picked a lot, but if you watch any of these RTA streamers, he is in almost every game. So it could be a little bit of a difference that players here in this tournament maybe haven't had enough time, but you better believe on the ladder, he's looking like a dominant unit.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I mean, one of the important things is these
Okay,
guys don't
the
really
spectating thing gotta go. The spectating thing gotta go, man. They're holding me hostage here for 20 minutes. I've been held hostage for 20 minutes because of the crashing issues.
Get the resurrection, come back, and then do it a second time. And
Like, come on, man.
Closes out enough units, and you wouldn't think it's a good combo to play, but it's actually an incredibly good matchup for Arbiter Build.
And I have a easiest question in the world for you two. I will also answer. Car.
I have a question too. When's the match
husbando
starting?
in Epic 7? And you have
I
to
gotta
have
pick
a
Husbando
husbando.
too?
Yes.
Okay.
There must be one.
Easy.
Easy,
Blue
right?
Luna and Great Mortalix.
Oh, Blue Luna, the first limited Luna?
Uh-huh. Yes, sir, the OG.
The Mortalix, the green Mort.
Car's a faithful man.
Okay. What about Estelle?
Oh, I was looking, but you know, you gotta stay faithful, G.
Looking, okay. Valky, same question. Husbando, waifu.
Husbando, Commander Pavel,
Oh.
waifu, yeah, a waifu though, okay, honestly, you go to any account, you go to the Dark and Ranger tab, and you pick any female character. It depends on your mood of the week, right? But if I'm gonna be faithful like Car, I gotta stick with the original, the OG, Briarwitch Iceria.
Oh, Briarwitch. For me...
Your turn, G-Cliff.
Oh, God.
Oh, waifu's easy. Seaside Bellona has always been.
Oh, base, dude. I actually agree with that one
Yes,
big
sir.
time.
Yes,
Seaside
sir.
Bellona. Seaside Bellona all the time. Ever since
Wait,
2020.
guys, we're all boomers, though. We're picking old units.
Nah.
Yeah, we sure are.
I mean,
This is the squad.
the reason, I mean, they're all good and cute and pretty in their own ways, but you know, like Seaside Bellona is the reason why I started playing account 2, account 3, account 4. So
That's what I'm saying. You gotta stay
that's the
faithful.
thing.
Oh.
And then I thought if I have 4 accounts,
Oh
I
god,
quadruple
spectating gotta
my
go.
times of getting a free pull every day. I'm the smartest man in the world. And then 3
This guy
years
was
later,
addicted.
my CPU broke, and then I'm like, okay. Yeah, now I reduce down to
I'm gonna go brush my
3
teeth.
accounts, not 4.
Surely
also,
the match
because
will
I
start.
did not know 4 Epic 7 was damaging my computer.
Man.
But it took 3.5
And
years.
you're still
though.
playing 3. That's dedication.
Yeah, I'm playing 3. I got new computer, new CPU. Before the early last year, so before the price upgrade on everything. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
good
glad.
timing, same here.
I'm glad I got
Same
all
here.
my
God.
RAM, I got the CPU, graphics card, the used graphics card, so it was even cheaper. I'm just glad
Yeah, yeah.
I had no idea what was coming, but I saved a lot of money.
Ooh. Okay. I actually have a question for you then, G Club, because we've all been casting and hosting tournaments for a
Oh,
while.
yeah.
What has been your favorite meta from like a spectator perspective?
Oh, that's rough. Favorite meta out of all?
Yeah.
Like I not that I miss it too much, but I actually do like the days where we had the Captain Landy as our mascot
Really?
for E7WC, because it was a lot. I know it was a lot of RNG, but there was a lot of
Yeah.
anticipation if she shows up or not, if there's counter, if there's the extra boat or not.
I remember that.
Yeah, extra
Down to the
salvo.
salvos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the counter, salvo, and then on the other side you got trauma with Abyssal Euphine.
Yes,
sir.
that too.
Mm-hmm.
So those were really the days where it was really fun. A lot of different units back then.
Clark,
And-
what about you? What was
Mhm.
your favorite meta? Either to have played in or to have like casted, hosted,
Oh, if
etc.
it's not just as a caster, I like the Golden Boys there. I know that's kind of cringe because they were so oppressive, but I remember that was like my time. Way back when.
The
when the
Golden
dice were
Boys?
around.
Oh,
Fair enough. Yeah, the Golden Boys. Yeah, it was season 2 specifically. It was the
Yeah.
time where every single meta character and first pick character you fight for outside of Ruel was also first pick, was a male light character. It's kind of like what we have now, all the light knights, except they were all guys. You had Last Rider Crow, Ambitious Tywin, and at some point you had their dog, General Purgus, too. He was a very relevant character at that time. It was a good time.
I think I
was a good
liked it
time.
because back then you didn't own every ML5, right? Unless you were
Uh-huh.
a Giga Whale, and
Yeah,
I
it
just
was
happened
tough.
to have those husbandos ready, so it was a good meta for me.
So the reason why I said Candy Days, it triggered so
Hmm.
many people from chat. I love it.
Yeah, I was very surprised at that
Uh-huh.
because I know a lot of people didn't view it favorably because of the RNG.
I know, and it was the
Dog,
same
they
control all
haven't
over again, so
started.
that's why I picked. That's my favorite. But to be honest, I actually like the days of early 2020, like Cerise, back in the days.
Ooh,
Remember those
Cerise,
days?
like Alencia days.
What if
Yeah.
what if I just raid
Those
Lunale and get
before,
this shit
like,
over
I'd say
with?
Queen Landy, and you had Cerise Cleaver.
I want to go to sleep.
Before all these counter stuff were like actively in game.
Hi Key, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm going to
Cerise is
raid
such a powerful
Lunale.
unit,
Well,
and
maybe
then you
I'll like
compare her
watch like in
to
bed
the
or something.
units
But
today, she's nothing.
Yeah, back in the day, Cerise was like, oh, everyone was like, oh, Cerise is way too fast.
okay, thanks for
Everyone
showing
just
up.
thinks
Yeah,
We'll
she was
be
the
back
silent
for more
original
tomorrow.
recycler.
She was the original 121 base speed opener, if I remember correctly, and now, like, if you the 121s, like, see Phantom
And
Poly.
yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Those are considered
Peace.
slow.